Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Fern MacArthur is suing Gregory Abadair in the amount of $625. Mr. MacArthur claims his neighbor led him to believe his house was haunted and says the defendant then charged him to remove a ghost that didn't exist.
All right, state your name.
Fern MacArthur.
Sir?
Gregory Abadair.
All right, and sir, you're suing the plaintiff for $625. You charged him to remove a ghost from the house that didn't exist, says he felt the ghost. That's what you say, he felt the ghost. Why me? Start with you, sir.
Yes, sir. I am suing my neighbor, Greg, for $625 because he swindled me out of that because he led me to believe that there was a ghost in my house, and that was not the case at all.
How could he come in your house and make you think there was a ghost there?
Well, it all started when I moved from Nashville, Tennessee to Plano, Texas. I was looking for a house that I could afford, and I found this one, and I was throwing a party at my house because I wanted to get to know the neighbors. So I passed out flyers, and he showed up on time, so I thought he was going to be, you know, a nice guy. And then when the party was over, he offered to stay and help clean up, and, you know, he asked me about how the house was. And then I started to tell him, you know, it's like, I'm hearing things at night.
You told him you were hearing things?
I told him that. I was
Okay.
like, I was hearing things at night, and I didn't know what it was. It just sounded like something moving around and whatnot. And so he mentioned to me that the previous owner, Mrs. Hudson, passed away in that house. I had no idea. The real estate owner didn't tell me that, so I had no idea that somebody passed away in that house.
No. So, everybody that owns a house, when they get 80, 90, 100 and pass, the real estate person supposed to tell you.
It would be nice to know something like that, yeah. He planted that idea that it's the ghost of Mrs. Hudson in the house, you know, but at that time when he mentioned it to me, it was like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense, I guess, you know. I'm a little
Because you're hearing things already.
I'm hearing things. It's like, okay, if she died here, you know.
What time do you usually hear things?
It's usually in the evening time.
Yeah, when
like
people start
late
getting
at night.
high.
Late at night is usually when
late
it
at
happens.
night, yeah, when people start getting
You know,
high.
when I'm
That's not how it
sleeping.
go. Late at night.
I
Drop
went
the mushrooms off on you. You seeing everything. You seeing and hearing everything. You'll give me some testimony, sir. I'm sorry. I've been neglecting you.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
I know it sounds like it's an interesting story, Your Honor, but I am a paranormal investigator. What happened with me is when I was over there, and this is the thing that makes me laugh about his testimony, is he said I planted the seed. I thought he knew. Everybody in the neighborhood knew. All I did was ask him that about Mary Lou
That
passing
a
away.
ghost lived there, that Mary Lou had
Mary Lou passed away,
transitioned
yes.
into a ghost.
Yes, she needs to go home. She needs to see the light and go home. Okay, God didn't send her. She just hasn't left. And that's where I come in, okay? And back to planting the seed. There was no
she
seed.
must know she going to hell. That's why she ain't leaving. She said,
She
I
was a
ain't
sweet
going
lady.
I ain't leaving
I knew
this
her
house.
before.
So I can die 5 times. I ain't leaving out of here. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I knew her before. She was married. Her and her husband, Clint, would walk the neighborhood all the time. Then once he passed away, I believe it was in 2005, then she just became a recluse, like never came out. Like you'd see her in the window. I'd see her in the window every now and then, and people would drop off her groceries. And then when she passed, you know, it was said that, you know, once in a while people would still see her in the window. That's what I'm talking about, the neighborhood and stuff like that. Did I ever see her in the window? No, I didn't. I never saw anyone in a window or anything. But you know how neighborhoods are. They talk.
Did you ever see what is referred to as a ghost at his house?
I did not.
Did you ever see anything that we might describe as a ghost?
I did not see anything, no.
So no one saw a ghost. Did you go and evaluate the house to determine whether there was a ghost?
I did not evaluate until he invited me over.
To do what? Just as a casual gathering?
No, he was convinced it was a ghost.
Okay, so he wanted to hire you.
Yes. And I did lead on a little bit because I'm like, okay, what are you hearing? And he said that the thing that stood out to me was the groaning.
What's that?
Exactly.
Groaning.
Yeah, groaning, like oh, like that.
I thought
you know?
you said the woman husband had died before.
Okay.
I guess he didn't leave the house either. Huh?
That's good. But yeah, so I mean, that's what stood out. Not the creaking and all that stuff, the groaning part. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then I was like, oh, well, then I brought up the story that I thought he already knew.
What was the agreement?
The agreement was he said he'd give me the friends and family discount of $125 an hour, and he ended up being there for 5 hours, which I had no idea how long these things would go.
Sounds reasonable.
He came in, yeah, I asked him to come in because I wouldn't have thought of a ghost, but he said that he was into that
What
stuff.
did you think? The things you were hearing?
I just thought it was an old creaky house.
No, you didn't. You even said it yourself.
I didn't know what it was.
He said he was into the same things I am, but apparently now he's
Paranormal?
not. Yes.
Are you?
I'm not into it, but I listen to people. You know, it's just like, oh, you're into that? That's cool. Okay, you know, I
listen to
I
it
listen. I don't
without
knock.
a problem.
Yeah, I don't knock. It's like if you're
Okay.
interested into it, I can
Good
understand.
enough. I'm glad you listen to people and you have no problem with them.
I try
So you do have a sense of what it is to have paranormal presence because you've heard about it. People talk about it. You listen. You don't have a problem with the things they say. So you do have the knowledge of what might exist in your home when you hear noises. Otherwise, why did you mention it to him?
I didn't know at that time that there was a death in that house.
What noise did you hear?
I heard like it sounded like it was some creaking, some groaning, it sounded like
Okay, the
somebody was walking
groaning
around.
part.
I personally don't believe in ghosts, but some people do. Some people have evidence and
So
whatnot.
you've heard a lot about them from people who tell you, and you don't have a problem with them telling you, so you have knowledge of it. And then you got direct evidence of something paranormal in there, and that turned out, you tell me your experience going through the house.
Okay.
Tell me your experience.
Sure. It was,
I'm talking too much.
$125, which was my friends and family discount, which I actually regret now. I usually charge $150 an hour. But yeah, so me, when I'm going into the house, a lot of times I'm not saying prayers. I'm kind of just speaking or talking, trying to communicate with them to let them know that I know they're there.
Is this learned or a gift?
You could learn about the paranormal, but no, you would not have the talent I have.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
a gift.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Well, I mean, it seems like it is right now. It's not. I'm in
I
court.
believe in spiritual gifts. Don't know if it goes as far as that, but yeah, I do believe that people
Yes.
have gifts that most of civilization.
I mean, I'm a certified.
might not have.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt again.
Go ahead.
I'm a certified expert. I have my
I thought
evidence
you were
here.
going to say I'm a certified nut, and everybody knows.
Would
it.
you like to see
But
my
you
evidence?
say, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'm glad you're showing me this.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you. At least somebody else think that of you. All right. That's right.
And you'll see my. I do have a side business called Spirit House, where I do help people. And this is the first complaint I've ever had, which kind of throws me back. I've been to houses. I haven't done anything. I would say, oh, that's your heater. This, that.
So you just didn't find anything. That was the point.
No, I did find. What I felt mostly was the cold spots.
And that's where, as you say, ghosts exist.
Yes, yes.
In the cold spot.
Yes.
And when you told him, did you tell him in the sense
Basically-
that you do have ghosts? Because I felt these cold
Yes,
spots.
yes. And it did take 5 hours. And let me tell you, I have another job. The energy it takes out of me, okay? I literally missed, I think, 4 days of work after that.
All right, sir. Did he tell you he succeeded in what you asked him to do?
He told me he succeeded, yes, but
He's still there.
that night it seemed to go away, but then the next night it started to come back again, and I made an audio recording of it. I recorded it and I handed it to the bailiff earlier.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and play it. Play it. All right, sir. He came. You said it went away, but that's what came later.
That's what
How
came-
do I know it came later? Did you contact him the next day and said, listen to this?
Oh, no, he contacted me with the payment.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
this.
I know that. I'm just saying, Your Honor.
informing you on the night
Well,
that it returned. Did he come and say to you, the ghost has
No.
returned?
I didn't
did not.
know.
That's my point. You
I
did
didn't
not
contact
give.
him.
Be quiet.
Sorry.
It was a breach of contract because, in your opinion, but however, you did not give. Even if I were to believe it, and I don't, you have to give a person a chance to cure the breach, and that's when you were supposed to go back and say, I still have the ghost, come try again. And then if he doesn't try, it's like, Okay, if it doesn't work then again, or it works and then returns, that's what he can. He's allowed to say, I tried. And he could not cure the breach. But then the judge would decide whether it was a breach. I don't believe it was a breach.
Well,
I think you got the services that you paid for. He came and he looked through. That cost $600. Because it returned, his game is make sure it returns so he can come back and get him another $600. But you didn't even know the con.
well, but I didn't know. I wanted to give it more time to see if it kind of went away, to see if it had a lasting
You're supposed
favor.
to tell him immediately.
But then,
2 days later, or you said it returned a few days later, you were supposed to say it's back. Have a good day. Your claim is dismissed.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff, Andy Lorand, is suing Michael Towan in the amount of $1,074. Mr. Lorand claims he wanted to look slick for his engagement photos, but says thanks to the defendant's negligence with a razor, he got caught up instead.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. May all be seated. And Judge, both litigants have been sworn in.
All right. State your name, sir.
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is Andy Lorand.
Sir, yours?
My name is Michael Towan, sir.
All right. And, sir, you're suing Mr. Lorand. You're suing Mr. Towan for $1,074, alleging he ruined your engagement photos.
Yes, he did.
All right. Start with you.
Yeah, so like I said, Your Honor, I came here today because I am definitely suing the defendant. I got services from him on May 5th as a part of what my proposal day was with my wife, or my now wife.
Hold on. Now, you need to say this clearer.
Okay.
You got services from him right before you went home to your wife. I mean, that's what you said. I'm trying to get you to make it right.
Let's pull it back. Okay. So let me be more specific.
I don't know what services. I don't know anything about what you're saying.
You're right.
May 5th, you got services from him.
Yes, I did. You're right.
All
Okay.
I know.
I got more specifically a shave service from him. He provides.
Oh, a bazillion?
Sir, okay.
I'm sorry.
I got it.
I can't take that.
That is not the type
you
of
left
establishment
yourself
that I
open
run.
for that.
So,
What?
You know,
You
I'll
say,
take that.
hold on. You say it's not the time to what?
That's not the type of establishment I run, Your Honor.
Oh.
We don't do
I thought you
bazillions.
said it wasn't the time to be laughing. That's not to say I feel like fun today.
I feel it.
But I can flip any minute. Anybody that watch know that I'll flip any minute. So, I'm not flipping. Let's continue the fun.
Okay.
And that is that what type of establishment?
So he has a barber shop or like a shave business that he has.
A luxury barbering facility. Is what
Luxury,
it is.
quote unquote.
To be exact.
Quote unquote. So, but anyway, I went and I had purchases from him. I got a referral from a friend of mine that said he's a quality guy. He has this business that can help you get clean shaven. So this whole day I put together for my now fiance, and I wanted to propose to her on this day. So I go through the whole day. I have this set up, and then I had a photo shoot and also a photography shoot set up to kind of like capture that real moment. You know, I'm about to propose.
Tell me the moment. Tell me how you were going to do it.
I just was gonna have dinner with her at one of her favorite sushi restaurant over in San Fran. I brought her there, and like one of the biggest things and the reason why I went to him was because she likes me clean shaven. So on this day I wanted to be clean shaven for my woman, and so I went to him. But
let me get to him and let him allow me to give some background on him and his business, and then I'll get back to you with the details on the lawsuit. Sir?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Tell me about your business. How long you been in business? How have it been going?
I've been cutting hair for 12 years. I've been in business for 20.
Good.
Okay? So I run a luxury barbershop facility, like I said. So when you come in here, you can expect red carpet treatment. We got a step and repeat. So you come in, you get the before pictures with the step, and the purpose of it is for when you leave to get the after, so you can see, you know, the work that was done. We giving out free glasses of Dalmore 25. This is $1,600 whiskey. This all comes with the experience. You get the hand massage. We give you the work.
Nails and pedicure and manicure?
My wife actually works. She actually works as the nail tech. So she's over there. She's doing the nails, pedicures, and this man got everything. He prepaid and he got the full experience.
Yeah, I have a place in Detroit I went to, a friend of mine, Gia, she operated. I went one time, even though she was my friend. I went one time, and when the bill came, it said $400. and I never returned. And Gia, if you want to know why I never returned, it was because of that $400 tab. Tell me how your experience went, because it sounds like it's a very upscale and prestigious shop that he's operating.
You're welcome anytime, Your Honor.
So
Yeah.
you tell me what happened with you.
I'm a straightforward man. You know, I speak on facts only, Your Honor. So that's what I'll speak on. As I mentioned before, he does have a really good establishment. I won't ever take from that. However, when it came to the point for me to actually get what I came there to get, which was a clean shave, that did not happen. So how it happened after I had the experience that he gave me, I had a couple shots of whiskey, only like 2, more like drinks. They weren't even shots, they barely poured them. So anyway, so I sit in his chair, everything is good. Now mind you, just to give you some backup, I don't ever clean shave in my face. I don't ever like use any straight razors, so my skin is very sensitive.
Beard don't connect.
You know, so it connect more than what you got going on. But anyway, it don't really, it doesn't really handle a lot of razors really well. So I told him, hey, can you just take it real easy? My skin's not used to it. Just be very careful when you're cutting my hair on my face. And so then he's like, don't worry about it, man. I got you. Okay, cool. We fast forward. He starts cutting me up. Everything is going pretty good. Now we're talking. I don't know, like when you go to a barber or whoever, you usually talk to your barber, right? Most people typically do. So we're having a conversation back and forth. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, what you doing with the proposal? Like, what you got planned? I'm telling him I got a photo shoot planned. I got this planned. I got all this stuff planned because I care about this girl. So anyway, we getting through it, and then he nicks me on my left, actually my left cheek, I'm sorry. He nicks me on my left cheek. And now at this point, I'm already nervous because I don't use straight razors on my face. And this man's supposed to be the man, because he actually wasn't even the person I was supposed to cut my hair. But he wanted to do it because I told him how I got all this set up. And he's like, but I'm scared that he's going to nick me again. So I try not to. We're having conversations. Your Honor, I'm like this. I'm like, he asks me questions. I'm like, because I'm just so nervous. I don't want him to cut me again.
That's right.
He asking me, so where y'all going after this? Y'all got plans? You know what I mean? I'm trying not to, do anything with it.
That's
and
cute. That's real cute.
Yeah, but it's a fact though.
Go ahead.
So but anyway, after that happens, so he goes and he moves over to above my lip now. Now he above my lip, I can't even really talk. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be real quiet and real still. He then does something and he nicks me, but more of a nick. It's a cut. There's a literal cut
above your lip now.
Above my lip, and I'm bleeding at this point. Like there's like blood, like I can taste blood in my mouth. It ain't a little nick like on the cheek. This is something that you actually cut into my skin. And I actually got pictures to show you and prove all of that stuff.
Let's
that's right
that,
here.
Please, Amir.
Yep, I got all the stuff.
Let me ask you, how many drinks had you had?
I told you I had two whiskey drinks.
How much you told me? Just repeat it.
I'm sorry.
That has a tinge of disrespect in your voice. I told you.
I apologize.
All right.
Just a little bit.
And so it's entirely possible after 2 or 3 drinks. You said 2. I don't know whether you're telling the truth.
I'll
be
say
3.
one thing, Judge. I'm sorry. In my training, I've been learning that when they say one number, always double it.
That's what I'm doing. That's right.
Not in this, that ain't true. That's
good point. That's why I've been taking it up to at least 3. I'm gonna give him the credit of not doubling it, but at least adding a 3rd on.
Listen, he deal with these people all day. That's part of his business.
Let me finish.
I sure do, and that's why I'm in business.
And it was hard whiskey.
It was Dalmore, baby, 25.
Brown liquor.
Brown liquor. $1,600 a bottle.
One of those.
He had 2.
Had me tipsy.
Neat, Yana.
So
2 neat.
It is entirely possible that while he's doing you, that little whiskey kick in. Huh?
That didn't happen, Your Honor.
Yana,
it did not happen.
If I can interject,
this man.
Let me hear what he says happened. Go ahead.
I really just got 2 words for him. Chatty Patty. He came into the establishment, super excited. I get it. You get married, you wanna propose to your wife, and that's why I went over there. I'm overhearing. I'm the owner. I don't shave nobody.
You wanted to make it special because it was a special night for him.
My wife Evelyn is over here doing the nails, and I'm looking at her. I know how she made me feel. So I'm like, okay, let me get this man right. So we give him the 9s, as I described earlier.
What's that?
The alcohol. We give him the massages. We give him the exfoliation of the skin. We give him the works. And then finally he comes over to my chair and he says, I have sensitive skin.
As a precursor to tell you that, because we don't know each other, I'm a walk-in. I'm trying to explain
right, sir,
to you.
okay, you did right. That's what a lot of people
I
do. They
understand, sir,
describe
but this
their either skin or their hairline, or they say this is a
Absolutely.
problem, that's a
Exactly,
problem.
exactly.
Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
And he came to a shave bar where we specialize in old-fashioned straight-edge razors.
Yeah, and I can't have one. When he told you it was sensitive, why did you move ahead with the razor? You're the professional.
I moved ahead with the razor because that's the best way that you can
Yeah,
get.
but he told you his skin was sensitive, and
Right, and I was-
you should have assumed then that if I put a razor on his neck, it's going to bump up.
Well,
and
no.
for days at a time. That's what happens to me.
That's what happens
I have
to me as well.
sensitive skin under here. If I get a straight razor or any type of razor, anything other than clippers,
Yep.
I bump up
Me too.
for at least 3 days.
Yep.
I got to put all type of
Every day.
alcohol and treatment on
Okay.
it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying.
I
When he
understand
told
that,
you
Your
that,
Honor.
go ahead.
I understand that, Your Honor, but the old-fashioned straight-edge razor has been proven to irritate the skin a lot less than a lot of other razors. This is why we use it. This is why we charge the premium fee for it. So I understood going in because he's not the only sensitive skin person I deal with. Like he really didn't even have to tell me.
And
how to
that's
do my
not the
job.
issue, the bump ups from the sensitive, right?
Right.
The issue is the cut.
Right. We were having a discussion. I mean, this is my client. You know, he's a first-time client. I wanna make sure that this patron is getting what he deserves. So when I'm shaving him, I told him, I said, listen, if you're gonna respond or if you're gonna talk, because you've been speaking a lot, Chatty Patty, you've been talking a lot.
He said he never said anything, but
As soon as he walked into the establishment, Your Honor,
wouldn't stop talking.
wouldn't stop talking about Jessica. Magna
I'm getting
cum
ready
laude,
to propose to the
magna-
woman of my
magna
life.
cum
Why
laude.
would I not be excited about that? Who wouldn't? What man
Okay,
would
and that's
not
why-
be
that's
excited
why I
about that?
approached you.
It was so good that you came over. Yeah, you overheard from me
Absolutely.
talking to somebody else
And
that you
is my
wanted to
point.
be
You
a
was
part of.
talking the whole time. So listen, Jessica Jackson, magna cum laude at University of North Carolina. Is
You
it?
know
Tar Heels?
everything about it.
Everything. How would I know that, Your Honor? Because he telling me
He gave a
from
whole
the time he
script.
walked in. So he got me in here for a self-inflicted wound, Judge.
Self-inflicted wound. Why would I keep talking if I know I don't want to be injured again by a professional?
Because you think he ain't gonna do it a second time. Who thinks somebody's gonna make the same mistake a second time within a couple of minutes?
Exactly. And when you're
Well, he didn't think that.
all I'm saying is this. I paid a premium for a premium level of service. This is
That's
not
what
an
you
in the
got.
kitchen at
what
grandma's
you got.
house and when your uncle about to line you up before you about to go to the club. This is not what that is. I paid for a premium because you were professional. You were the master barber. So even if all that was going on, this is your establishment. You do this day in, day out. You
sure do.
you provide premium service.
Great
you
at it.
provide guys drinks. They might be a little tipsy. That's
So
part
let's
of your
speed it
business.
up. Did your woman leave you because of that, or were you able to marry her anyway?
No, I was able to marry her, of
So
course.
what's the damage?
What's the
Okay,
problem?
so
The issue was to impress her as
Yes.
much as you can
Yes.
with the best clean shave that you could get.
Yes, yes.
And he says he gave it to you, and you say it worked.
I didn't say it worked.
It did. You proposed, and she said yes.
So because of everything that I paid for, I had the damages. Did you see the pictures? There's pictures. I don't know if you got something up, but there's pictures that show the damage to my face. I almost needed stitches at one point. On the cut on my lip, you literally can see it's a gash. It's not just a quick little nick.
Gosh.
If you can close, I don't know if y'all can close
Man,
up,
you
but
can't
there's
even see
literally
that, man.
literally a gash
Come on,
my
man.
lip. It took 5 to 7 minutes for me to stop bleeding. That ain't something that you go to a premium barbershop to get. I'm
So
sorry.
you couldn't get your
You can
video
sell-
editor to Photoshop that out?
to Photoshop. That mean I would have to come out of my
That is a
pocket.
basic
I would-
thing that
I would
they
have
do
to
with
come out of
editing.
an
And
so-
post.
I gotta tell you, he might be on to something because it's upward. The cut goes up, and the
Good
hair
enough for her.
goes across. So, what opportunity does he have to cut you? What is that? Straight up, not diagonally. What is that?
He
That
was
won't
cut
help.
like I'll tell you, like he was cutting like this. So he was kind of cutting at a he was cutting at a diagonal.
This
That's
is a
what-
sideways cut, sir.
$375.
That's how he was
This
cutting.
is a sideways
I don't
cut.
Know, I don't know much about hair and barber and all
You
that
know
stuff.
about photoshopping, though.
I don't know about Photoshop because if I would have paid to have
He
it
obviously
fixed.
don't know about that either.
They wanted me
Yeah,
to
you're
pay.
right. He had the cut going up and down.
Ignorance is bliss, but not here.
I'll say, was
This,
the blood
this is
real?
what
Not
I'm
here.
going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Because I believe that I don't believe he would be just in here lying about this. Maybe he didn't take the picture at the right time. Maybe he did Photoshop it. I just don't believe he would take his time and come in here with such passion and make up this story about his fiance. So I believe something happened that he was unsatisfied with, and I'm not sure who. As such, there's a theory in the law called contributory negligence. You contributed to your own problem. Yes, even if he was negligent, which I think he was to a certain extent, you contributed to that by sitting up there talking. And as such, I'm going to grant you $675 because the remaining balance I think you are responsible for because you did, in my opinion or my belief, contribute to your own cuts by talking about, I believe you was talking about the woman, and I applaud you. Are you all married yet?
We actually get married in January 2024.
Okay, good. January 2024.
Hopefully that works out for you, buddy.
Judgment for the plaintiff, $675. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $675.
Next time you do cuts, don't drink your own whiskey.
And that
you feel what I'm
face,
saying?
that face is only one a mother could love, so I only really could do so much in the first place.
Your wife was looking at it all the time.
Judge Mathis.
Claire Grover is suing Charlotte Riker in the amount of $650.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may be seated.
Miss Grover claims her keys needed to be replaced after they were lost and says Miss Riker is to blame because they were in a purse that was thrown out of a car window.
State your name.
Claire Grover.
Ma'am?
Charlotte Riker.
All right. And you are suing Ms. Riker for $650, alleging she owes you this money for the cost of replacing keys?
Yes.
Start with you.
I am suing her because she threw my mom's purse out of her car with my car key and house key in it.
Okay. And you weren't able to retrieve it?
Well, I had to call a locksmith and replace my house key for $150. And the next day, I had to go to a dealership and get my car key for $600.
So when she threw the purse out, your mother didn't see the keys fly out of the purse?
Well, no, because she was on the highway and she threw her purse out in the snow, and everything went out her purse into the snow.
Everything?
Everything.
Meaning she didn't pick anything up?
Well, my mother, she picked up what she can find, what she can see, her wallet and her phone and things like that, but she didn't find the keys.
Let me get some background from you on this.
I just got angry. I had been putting up with her the whole day, listening to her disrespect me and brag and not let me speak, and I was the one who picked her up.
Where were you all at? I don't understand.
We were at a casino. We were having a girls' night. I took her to the casino.
You losing your money and get mad with her. That ain't her fault because you losing your money. Did you lose?
Yeah, I lost some.
You was looking for somebody to be angry with. Be angry with yourself.
No, Your Honor.
So what was she doing?
I wanted to have a girls' night so we could talk to each other and share, get caught up because we hadn't seen each other in a few months. And all she wanted to talk about is her daughter. And her daughter this, and her daughter's so rich, and her daughter's doing so well, and her daughter. And I had a new granddaughter that I wanted to talk about. She didn't let me say anything. It was her and her and her all night.
Where were you all at during this talk?
Well, we stopped and we had dinner at the buffet first.
Okay.
So we were talking over that, but I didn't really get a word in edgewise. And then we went to play the slots.
You think people get mad at me, son? Because all your life you've been around me. I don't stop talking. People get mad because I talk too much. I think I talk too much.
I never say anything, but I feel a little.
I'm not asking you about you. I said people.
Yeah.
You don't need to refer to yourself about how you feel about your dad.
I mean, no. Let's say no.
I think they do, and I think it's a bad habit.
I do too.
I think it's a bad habit, and so I do understand how you can get irritated because I believe I irritate people sometime when I don't give them a chance to talk and I just go on and on and on. So I understand that. However, what did that lead to? You all were at the buffet. She's doing too much talking. Mm-hmm. You went to the casino area, obviously. What were you playing?
Slots, quarters, and nickels.
And therefore, you all didn't have to talk to each other.
Not really, no.
Right. And that's probably how, or if you did, that's why you lost your money.
I actually had plenty of money left. She ran out of money, but so she started complaining because she wanted to go home because she didn't have any more money to play with.
And
So
you're winning, and she wants to stop
well,
you
I didn't
from
win that
winning.
much, but
Okay.
yeah.
But you're at that moment, you're still winning.
Right.
All right.
Well, she was ready to leave, so I said fine because I didn't want to lose any more. We got in the car, and she starts talking about her daughter again. And it's this about her daughter and that about her daughter and blah, blah, blah. And never got a word in edgewise, and it was just getting on my nerves.
Did you say something about it?
I
Did you
tried
say,
to. I
"Girl,
tried
my
to."
goodness, let me get a word in.
Yeah, but
Before
she didn't
throwing
really
her
pay
out of the
me.
car? Just your mother here?
Yes.
Let me hear from you, ma'am. You want to speak?
Yes,
All right, come on up, ma'am. State your name.
Edna Grover.
All right, what do you want to tell me about the incident that night prior to you jumping out the car or her throwing you out or whatever happened there?
Well, I was house sitting for my daughter, so she had given me the keychain that had her car keys and her house keys on it. Then, you know, Charlotte invited me out for girls' night out at the casino. It sounded like a lot of fun, and we were having fun. You know, maybe I had been talking about my daughter, but she was also talking about her granddaughter. I don't know why she's acting as though I'm the only one who talks.
She says you didn't give her an opportunity to talk much, and it irritated her. And I can see that being the case if someone doesn't give the other an opportunity. No one else has ever told you, or you've never heard that people say you talk too much? Because I've heard it.
Well, I mean, it's lively conversation. Everybody.
No, have anyone said, "Ooh, she talks too much"? Or have you heard such and such say, "You talk too much, girl"?
No.
You've never heard that you talk too much.
No.
Your daughter looking at you like, yes,
talks
you have,
too much
mama.
sometimes.
I've told you.
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes. Yeah, I know she does. You were a little rapid there. You were going a little fast there. You were fast talking. So if you're fast talking like that, no, you don't have a chance. You just have to fast talk a little more. Where you from? New York? You from New York, and you're from Iowa. So that's the problem. She's a fast talking New Yorker, and you're a slow dragging Iowan. Is that what it is? Anyhow, I'm just kidding about that. Describe the incident outside of that. And you didn't see any indications of her being irritated prior to the gambling experience?
No, we were just having a good time.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
What did you do to indicate irritated? You got quiet, you started looking down, you weren't smiling, and some type of...
I let her know that I was getting annoyed with her. The look on my face, you know, I tried to interrupt her. She would not stop talking. She would not stop bragging. So I just finally gave up. I was just angry.
I don't know about getting angry. You could be looking at your watch and see how long I have to deal with this, and the first opportunity you get, end it.
Right.
But you should have at least gotten home first without this experience I'm hearing about you being asked to leave the car. What happened? Describe that.
She just went into like a blind rage and, you know, pulled over the car, told me to get out. I was so shocked. You know, I'd never heard of anything like that happening, that you would leave a woman stranded on the side of the road in the middle of the, well, not the middle of the night. But, you know, when I got out of the car, I didn't realize I didn't have my purse. And then once I did, she flung it out the window and everything that was in it, because, you know, the purse was unzipped. I always have my purse unzipped for some reason. And everything was all over the snow. It was dark out. So, you know, that's how we ended up losing the keys.
Yeah, you should sue for intentional infliction of emotional distress, because that certainly caused extreme stress that she intentionally knew or should have known by throwing you out of the car in the middle of nowhere without any form of transportation, that you would be traumatized. And tell me about the purse, though. That's what we're suing about, keys. You want to tell me about that? Your daughter says you couldn't find them in the snow, but you found other things. Tell me about that.
Well, I only found my wallet. Since I was, you know, on a not deserted, but a highway, I wanted to get off the highway and go to the gas station. And fortunately, you know, they let me hang out there until the rideshare company came. But yeah, I couldn't see anything. You know, it had fallen into the snow. So I just took what I could. I fortunately had my
Okay.
phone in my jacket, so.
Well, we'll let her sue her. She's suing her today. You got a bigger lawsuit later. So
Okay.
you can come back to me. Ma'am, describe what happened on the freeway where she says you stopped and had her to get out. Tell me.
I was tired of fighting to just be heard. I just had enough. I just went in a blind rage. And I pulled over right by the exit and I just said, get out. That was
And
it.
no, something happened with her keys in her purse.
Oh, well, before I took off, I saw that her purse was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I
She's
said, come get
jealous.
your purse. And she's still out there complaining and whining and pacing around. So I picked it up, I threw it out the window, and then I left.
She told you to come and get it?
I suppose she did.
Why
I mean,
didn't
I
you?
was just so shocked by the whole situation. But yeah, I mean, here comes my purse flying out the window. I barely had time to react.
Yeah, but she told you to come and get it.
Okay.
You should have.
I mean, she didn't really give me an opportunity to open the car door and reach, you know, like I can't reach over the window to get something on the
Did
floor
she
of
let the
car.
window down and hand it to you?
That would have been nice.
If you'd have came, that may have been what she was going to do. But you didn't come. She was said, come get your purse. And you didn't.
I mean, I don't recall it happening like that.
It did.
If she saw your purse,
If someone
why
said,
wouldn't she want to get it to you?
because she was so angry,
There
she
you
wasn't
go.
giving me a moment to respond.
There you go. She wanted to throw it at you out
Yeah.
of anger.
Yeah.
Or just throw it out of anger. And the result of her anger and outburst caused the loss of your keys. So that's why you're going to win today. $650.
Yes.
Her anger and her reaction to her anger caused the loss of your keys. So judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day. Claim is granted.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $650.
I feel as if I deserve my $650 because she lost my Mercedes-Benz key.
I started to feel sort of bad about throwing her out of my car, but now.
Vance Peterson is suing Hannah Marsden in the amount of $1,100.99. Mr. Peterson claims his roommate's girlfriend is toxic and says she not only smashed his TV, she intentionally dropped the replacement.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may be seated.
State your name.
I'm Vance Peterson.
Ma'am?
Hannah Marsden.
All right, and sir, you're suing for $1,100, Ms. Marsden, saying that she intentionally broke your television.
Yes, this is my best friend and roommate's girlfriend, Hannah Marsden, and I'm suing her because she intentionally smashed my TV and refuses to replace it.
Okay, do you all have a friendship?
No.
So she's the girlfriend of your best friend?
No, I hate her, honestly.
Why?
Well, she is just the worst. She came into my life.
Your life?
My life. She came into my life about 2 years ago. Me and my BFF, Kevin.
She went into his life. Doesn't
Well-
you say she go with him?
I mean, the thing is, me and Kevin have been childhood friends since
Childs.
we were
As childs. That's the key word.
And till now, as adults,
Yeah.
teenagers, children, doesn't matter. We've been friends for 20 plus
Well,
years.
it does matter. Let's stop you there. That may be the problem here.
Okay.
It's different when you're a child than when you are an adult.
That's
your
true.
relationships with your girlfriends when you are a child are different from your relationships when you are an adult. In fact, at certain ages, you hate girls, and he hates them too. I hate girls when you're 4. He started loving him at 3. But nonetheless.
My mother was my first love.
Okay.
Oh, isn't that,
It's really nice.
isn't that nice? So that's all the point I want to make. You give me some background, and I want to hear particularly the experiences you've had with the plaintiff before we get to the issue at hand with the television.
I completely agree, Your Honor. Like, ever since I walked into Kevin's life, he's given me dirty looks, said like rude comments, snarky comments. I don't know if he just like, it seems like he just really like hates women for some reason. Like, ever since I met him, he's just been completely against me. He never even gave me a chance.
I mean, Your Honor, respectfully, I think I know what's best for Kevin. I've seen him with plenty of women. I've helped him through childhood, teenagehood, if that's a word, and adulthood. And I think I just know him so much better than her. I know that she's toxic. She's not right for him. And I'm just trying to protect him, you know? He's my best friend.
Have you observed them falling out or heard of them falling out and arguing regularly?
I mean, it's pretty frequent, and maybe not every day, but it sure feels like it, and I'm kind of sick of it, to be honest.
Your Honor, if I might add,
Yes.
I feel like half the time, if we ever are arguing, it's because of Vance making digs at me, which Kevin doesn't like because he loves me.
Do you have a woman?
No.
That's why you're trying to interfere with it. You better go get you somebody yourself.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I just want Kevin.
That's what it is. You ain't trying to put him with one of your girlfriends, or they don't want to be. You don't think he want to be bothered with him?
I don't want to be bothered with them. I mean, look at what happened to Kevin.
He seems to be doing all right to me.
No.
Yeah.
Your Honor, he is a shell of a person. No disrespect. You don't know her the way I know her. I have to wake up every morning and I'm just like, what is going on? And Kevin doesn't want to do it. He tells me this.
Are you a weed head or something?
I mean, my hair.
Burnout? They call them burnout.
No, sir. No, sir.
Like when you smoke weed all day.
No, not all day.
You know, I know it don't fit. You don't come across like an opiate head. You don't come across like crystal meth or a crackhead, but you do come across like a burnout. You can smoke your weed, but my God, not every hour, sir.
Is that like a court order or? Like...
Yes, a court order. Thank you. Yes. Tell me about this. Tell me about this television.
She was not there, and we were all talking about how we have a mutual childhood friend who is a female and who kind of had a thing for Kevin for forever. Kevin's not into her, you know, but we're friends with her. We decided to invite her to come up for the weekend and hang out. And I jokingly, I like to make jokes, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm inviting her to like break you guys up, like he's gonna cheat with her, because it was a joke, right? Kevin's not that kind of guy. Some girlfriend in the group told her. She comes over that night and just starts yelling at me, and she's like, why are you doing this? You're gonna break it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's a joke, right? She runs upstairs, takes my TV, and just throws it to the ground.
So you went upstairs looking for him.
And I saw his TV there, and I know all he does all day is play video games. So in a fit of just
watch
quick
porn,
anger.
because he ain't got no woman. We already established that.
Exactly.
So if you broke that TV, Doc, you broke a whole lot more than just a touch. As much satisfaction as he got from his TV, and you went up there and broke it?
Exactly.
For 1 minute, he playing video games. I mean, he hyped and having fun. Next minute, he just laid out.
Yeah.
Watching his TV. And
I
you
didn't
took
want
that from him.
I didn't want those women to be watched by him, you know?
Your Honor, for the record, I don't use the TV. It's my phone, so this is
I think if you didn't use the TV, you wouldn't even care
He
this
says
much.
his phone he uses.
I just want to be, just for the record.
Why are you laughing so much, son? I caught you one time and you said you were watching a documentary.
That was vice versa.
That is true. So, tell me what happened. Do you agree you should pay for it? I mean, you ruined the man's life, not just his television. You ruined his life.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I realized after I'd done it how wrong it was.
So
you know?
why don't you think you should pay?
So I did. Well, the part that he left out of the story is that I replaced the TV.
Oh, so why are we here, sir? If she
Exactly.
replaced it.
Your Honor, she replaced my broken TV with a broken TV.
What do you mean?
He's not telling you the full story.
She got me a new TV, and it's broken because she dropped it.
How did she get her hands on it? What do you mean she dropped it?
She dropped it. She said it was an accident. Her back gave out. Like, I think she dropped it on purpose.
I don't understand what you mean. How did she drop it? How did she have it?
I'm sorry. So she went and bought the new TV, which, for the record, I have the receipt. It was, she bought it. I'm not denying that.
Did she have it delivered?
She had it delivered, and she scheduled at a time that was a little bit inconvenient for both.
We scheduled, not I.
We
agreed on a scheduled time.
I mean, I was very pressured by you, the way you pressure Kevin. I'm a little scared. You smashed my TV. I don't want to, mess with you. I don't know what you're capable of. So I went along with the time she selected. or pressured me to select, which was about 4:30. I hit terrible traffic, sir. It's LA. You know how it goes. Crazy pile up.
He was scared that he'd come home. That's what that was. Go ahead.
That might have been what it is. So she texts me and she's like, you know, I got to go to work or something. I don't know what it was. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm in traffic. There's nothing I can do right now. I'm literally, it's not even stop and go, it's just stop. And she was like, I got to go. And I was like, you can't leave it out on the street. It's going to get stolen. So I pressured her to just carry it up the stairs, right? But I didn't tell her, like, you have to. Like, she could have asked someone for help. She carries up the stairs and just drops it. No one was there to see it happen. I think it might have been
Your
on
Honor,
purpose.
if I could, I have the text messages here.
Let me see them, please, Amir.
Yeah, and thank you. He says that he didn't force me to, but in the text messages you can see that he sort of gave me no option other than to carry it up myself. And I
Hey,
have...
what's your ETA? You said you'd be here 10 minutes ago. Got stuck in some bad traffic and running late. Map says 43 minutes. Vance, I have to leave before then. You said you'd be here for, well, just bring it upstairs on your own. I really need a second person to carry this. It's too heavy for me alone. You can't just abandon my TV outside. You need to make this right. You're just trying to get out of this. And so tell me what did happen.
So I had no option at that point. I had to go to a work event at 6. I had to leave, so there was no one else around. I tried to ask the delivery guy.
Why'd you have to try and take it upstairs? Why couldn't you just set it in the doorway?
So in the house, he had, I think...
I have a picture.
Yeah.
Can you see the picture of the house, please, Amir? Or
If I would have set the TV there, the door would have opened. It would have also smashed the TV. So there was no other option. I couldn't leave it at the bottom of the stairs. And I had no one to help me carry it, so I had to carry it up. And during it, I had a back spasm.
This story doesn't sound right. Here's a person that hates your guts, and you hate his guts. You have a back problem. He tells you to carry a large television upstairs because he doesn't want it to be left vulnerable because he's running late. Knowing you have a back problem, you say, okay, I'll risk my back. Might even be out for years with a back problem.
Exactly.
May need surgery, may need repeated surgery, but he's worth it because I love him. No, you hate him, yet you do that. I'm going to conclude this is contributory negligence again. Sir, for you to ask her to take that upstairs was unreasonable. And for you to do it was also unreasonable. So we're going to split this judgment. Tell you what, I'm going to grant you $600, sir. That's your judgment because you contributed to the destruction of that television by insisting that she take it upstairs, knowing that it risks damage or harm to her. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay.
Snare obstacle. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Jasmine Castle is suing Jason Booth in the amount of $2,550. Ms. Castle claims her boyfriend was cheating on her and says after she confronted him, Mr. Booth not only split, but stuck her with the rent.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may be seated. Both litigants have been sworn in.
Thank you. State your name, ma'am.
Jasmine Castle.
Sir.
Jason Booth.
All right, and ma'am, you're suing the defendant for $2,550, alleging he owes this money for unpaid rent?
Yes, that is correct.
Start with you. Give me some background on your association.
Yes, so we met in Dallas, Texas. That's where we're from. I'm a school teacher.
How long ago?
3 years.
And you're both school teachers?
No, he's a car salesman. I actually met him. He sold me my Toyota Camry.
You are a school teacher?
Yes, I am.
What level?
4th grade, elementary.
Okay. The most important?
Yes.
4th grade is where you're able to best measure the future academic achievement of children. All right, good. Good to know that you do that. All right, you all met 3 years ago. And how was that when you met, and how did you all then?
It was wonderful. It was a whirlwind romance. We moved in together after.
How long after knowing him? How long?
6 months.
That's why y'all get in court. You know this man, 6 months you move in with him. At least give it a year, but I guess a year, 6 months, not a whole lot of difference. I'm all right with a year, but I can't judge people, but a year, well, that's what I would feel about my children. 6 months, how did it go that first 6 months?
It was beautiful. I had a wonderful time with him, and I ended up seeing different messages, and he kept things from me.
At what point what month or year in did you start seeing suspicious messages?
This was about a year and a half in. I started to see suspicious messages, and he went to have drinks with a female coworker when he said that he would come straight home, and so I believe that he's cheating on me.
All right. Let me hear from you, sir.
Your Honor, after dating her for about 3 years, the relationship descended into a strange, toxic cycle of constantly being accused of cheating and stalking. She tried to put an app on my phone to see where I was going and see what I was doing.
How long into the relationship?
I would say, about maybe like a year and a half in. That's when
Why do you think she waited so long to do that?
Well, because sometimes it takes time to see a person's true colors, what they're really like,
That's a good point. You can hide a crack habit for a year for sure. Was he going to the bathroom a lot with the window? When you go into the bathroom, was the windows open?
No.
He didn't get up and come home late at night with a story?
No.
Every other night? Disappear for the weekend? None of that? Okay, so we know he's not a crackhead.
No, he's not a crackhead.
But you can hide things for an entire year without your mate or partner knowing. Okay, so she saw your true colors within a year and a half. Got it. What are your true colors?
My true colors, I'm a hard-working car mechanic, and I'm a loyal and faithful man and boyfriend.
Okay, and she saw that.
Unfortunately, she did not. The incident
you said she would. You said after a year and a half, she would know your true colors. It was a year and a half. Okay, did she know your true colors? She was with you a year and a half. What are your true colors? I'm a great man. I'm bigger than Abraham, more honest than honest Abe. Abraham Lincoln got nothing on me. Such and such and such and such. So he said a year and a half, you got suspicious based on what you saw.
Yes.
He says a year and a half, you believed him to be Abraham Lincoln. Well, honest Abe. I'm an honest man, a hardworking man, I'm this and that and the other. So why do you think she questioned you then, Abe?
Well, honestly, I believe I began to see some trust issues, I believe.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. A relationship is all about trust.
Yeah, I'm not hearing about it. You don't have to describe a relationship to me. I've been married for 40 years. I know a lot about that. All right? Let me ask you about you, not about a relationship, about your relationship. Why did she become suspicious of you? You're the one just said it. Unfortunately, distrust comes up. Okay, why did she distrust you?
Because I was unhappy, because I was being stalked and constantly being accused of cheating.
She distrusted you because you were unhappy. Hey, man, what did you ultimately discover?
So I discovered after following him to his job that he went to have drinks with a female coworker at a bar. I followed them to the bar, and then I also saw suspicious text messages. So I feel like he betrayed my trust. And
what did he tell you when you approached him about it?
Basically verbatim the same thing he's saying now, that I'm crazy, that I stalked him, and then he just picked up and left. I suggested counseling, even couples counseling. I don't want to break up. I wanted to be with him, so he just picked up and left, and so now I'm left with the rent.
Prior to the you catching him in the act, what it sounds like the case is, were you all having problems? He says he was unhappy. It sounds like he's saying he was unhappy already. And that's the excuse a lot of men use. I'm unhappy. That's why I reached out to her. Because I needed somebody. You just wanted you something from another woman. You know, unhappy. You do all you want for a man and give him everything he wants. Make him every dinner 3 times a day when dinner's only eaten once. You can lay every roses out for him every night in the bed. You can do whatever you can, and the man is still go and cheat if he's of that character, and it'll have nothing to do with you. So it sounds like to me he was probably already seeing this woman, because you're saying on the first encounter, the first time you bust him,
yes,
he moves.
Yes, he picks up and leaves and calls me a stalker and calls me crazy, and I feel like he betrayed my trust. So I appreciate you saying that, Your Honor.
After I left the bar, where did I go? Home. I didn't do nothing with this woman. We went to the bar. She's my
You was
coworker.
scared that night.
No, I wasn't. She's my coworker.
You said she stalked you. You was worried about getting stalked for real that night. Tell me about why you're suing him for $25.50.
I am suing him now because there were 3 months left on the lease. And so since my credit was better at the time we got together, my name was on the lease and we said we would go half. So I'm like, okay, great, fine. With him leaving, I got my own new place now, which is something that I can manage financially, but I still would like to be reimbursed for the 3 months.
Sir?
Your Honor, when I got home this night, this woman threw my mattress out of the second story window.
Yeah,
Is that something we want to teach the fourth graders?
You need to keep your day job. Let me ask you,
She
sir.
threw it out of the window and told me that I need to go sleep with the animals.
Sir. I got you.
So I said, it's my time
Your Honor,
to go.
this woman, she threw my mattress out last night. I didn't ask you any of that. Save that speech for when it's time. Now, answer my question. Did you move out without notice?
No.
When did she give you the notice to leave?
The night she accused me of cheating and told me and pushed my mattress out the window and told me that I should sleep with the animals.
Mm-hmm. But she did not evict you as a tenant. She was throwing you out that night for cheating on her. Those type of temperament issues occur frequently with arguments, but they do not allow you to escape your obligation to the tenancy.
My name is not on the lease.
I know, counselor. It doesn't have to be. If your name is not on the lease, but you are a tenant of the residence, you are liable for your portion. Go ahead, counselor.
She should have thought about that before she told me to leave. She threw the mattress out the
out
window.
of anger, one night. Mm-hmm.
One night? I'm not going to engage in no toxic behavior like that.
You could have let it cool off a couple of days.
No, you threw a mattress out a window.
Why did she throw it out? Why did she throw it out?
Because I'm trying to sleep, and she's accusing me of cheating.
Because you're trying to sleep, she threw it out.
Yes. She accused me of cheating, threw out the mattress out the window. I said, oh, I'm out. Because if you're going to throw out my mattress, what else will you throw?
Ma'am, did you tell him never to come back?
No, I did not. If he was going to sleep outside, it was only supposed to be for one night.
If this was the other way around, sir, and
it's not, though. It's not.
It's not. But if it was,
let's go with the way it is. Let's go with the way it is. You believe because she caught you cheating and made you sleep outside, like a woman might make a man sleep in the garage, sleep on the couch, sleep whatever. She gave you a mattress. She was nice enough to at least give you a mattress. That's nice of you. When you throw a man out, you at least give him something to sleep on.
Yes,
You're a good woman. I like that about you. See, men, if you want a nice woman, here she is. When you mess up and get through out, she'll at least have a mattress there for you to lay on.
Going to drinks.
You should say thank you. Have a good day. $2,550 is your judgment. He abandoned the tenancy and therefore left you holding the bag by yourself. Whether your name is on it or not, if there's a tenancy established, and there is a tenancy established, folks, anytime you stay with someone over 30 to 60 days, typically. It's up to the judge to decide whether he wanted to conclude it was a tenancy, and it's typical 30 to 60 days, a judge will say, well, there's a tenancy. So be careful, y'all, when you go visit your relatives, don't stay more than 30 days, or you're going to have to pay forever. You're going to be a tenant. Be careful, folks, on who you let stay more than 30 days. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $2,550 in the amount of $1,000. Mr. Sable claims his girlfriend handcuffed him to her bed while she ran an errand and says he was unable to answer an important business call.
State your name, sir.
Mitchell Sable.
Ma'am.
Priscilla Garcia.
All right, and sir, you're suing the defendant for $1,000 alleging she caused you to miss a project deadline?
Correct.
Start with you.
Yep, so I live in Los Angeles. I'm here suing my ex-lover today because I incurred a business penalty after she left me handcuffed to a bed for an hour.
Oh, she said you ain't had nothing to work with, so after you took your clothes off, so she put the handcuffs on you and left. That's what they do now when you're 2-minute man.
Hey, I'm good in the bedroom, but apparently she didn't like me outside of it.
No, she didn't like you at all. You're not good in the bedroom. When she saw it, she handcuffed you and ran. What are you talking about you good in the bedroom? I don't know who told you that. I thought you'd get a hint. That's a hint.
Rest assured that won't happen again. But
right, it won't. And now that the 3 million people might see this, it's not going to happen at all with anybody.
All right, so we've been meeting up.
Since we talking like this, we can talk like this. Y'all open the door. In the law, when you open the door to certain conversations, then the other person, the other litigant, is able to go into that in a thorough way. So I'm going into it thoroughly. Since you want to come in here and open the door about being handcuffed in some freak activity. Come on, freaky dicky. What else you want to tell me? Right, and you give me your side.
Yeah, so my name is Priscilla Garcia. I live in Los Angeles, and it's true, we met up in an app. We went out for like 3 dates before we started hooking up, and then we did it for like 4 months. He was complaining a lot and joking about that we always do it in his place, so I invited him over.
You said, come over here, because you ain't working over there. Maybe things will work better over here at my place.
He was in my place, we were having fun, we were playing around, and then I decided to show him my pleasure chest. Thank you. My pleasure chest of sex toys. And he was very excited about it. He picked the handcuff. He decided he wanted to use it.
You tried everything you could at that point, huh? That other regular stuff wasn't working over at his house. What happens when you go over there, sir?
Yeah, she showed me all of her sex toys, and obviously I was turned on by that.
Which one? Yeah.
And I saw the handcuffs. I'm like, let's do it. I was going to put them on her, but then she's like, no, I want to put them on you. I was like, all right, fair game. Let's do it.
All right, and how did it work out? Why are you suing her about it?
Yeah, so we're getting into it, and we're messing around. She handcuffs me to both sides of her headboard on the poles, and then she's like, give me a minute, I'll be right back.
She ran out on you again. She said, this still don't work. I've done everything I can. She said, I'll be right back. I thought seeing the handcuffs on you might give me a little more emotion or a little more interest, but I'm still not interested in that.
Yeah, so 5 or 10 minutes goes by. I'm like, where the hell did she go? I didn't hear anything. So then I start yelling for her. I can't hear anything.
You start yelling?
So then 20 minutes after that, she still doesn't come back. My phone's ringing. I can't get it. I'm trying to get out of the cuffs this whole time so I can answer the phone. It keeps going off until eventually she comes back after an hour.
Mm-hmm. She was somewhere else to get satisfied. I hope you know it. Go ahead.
So then I was like, where the heck have you been? Did you tell her?
You didn't know where she went?
No, she told me she had to go. She went to the kitchen to go grab some stuff, and then she went to the corner store to pick up more whipped cream. That's what she told me.
This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis. All right, so why are you suing her?
So I'm suing her because after the fact, I found out I missed the call, and that added another day to the contract. I'm a construction contractor, which added a $1,000 penalty. I had been able to answer the phone, and that's the only thing I had that day. So if she had been with me the whole time, I could have been like, hey, can you uncuff me? I got to take this.
No, you missed that day and you couldn't answer the phone because you couldn't walk. Go ahead.
So yes, I left, and yeah, I guess an hour passed by. It was not my intention, and I said that, and I explained that, and I apologized 1,000 times.
Right back means an hour to you?
So we've had enough of this nonsense. You assumed the risk when you went over there and allowed her to handcuff you, and when you put those handcuffs on, you assumed the risk that you couldn't get them off at any point until she brought them off. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
Well, I'm never using handcuffs again.
Well, I have you on because you clearly cannot handle it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Out this way. After you.
Thank you.
Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years, ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Amber Gomez is suing Camille Hardiman in the amount of $1,200. Ms. Gomez claims she had to cover the cost of an unexpected litter of puppies and says it's because her neighbor didn't properly fix the hole in her fence.
State your name.
Amber Gomez, sir.
Ma'am?
I'm Camille Hardiman.
All right. And ma'am, you're suing the defendant for $1,200 for emotional distress and negligence because her dog impregnated your dog and it caused you to incur fees?
Absolutely, sir.
All right. Her dog impregnated your dog, and because they weren't married, you want to sue her?
No,
if they
sir.
were married, it would have been all right? Were the dogs married or not? Or you having babies out of wedlocks? Your dogs having babies out of wedlock?
They weren't married, Your Honor.
See, and that's why you end up in court.
Yes, obviously.
All right, let me hear from you. What happened here? What do you know the defendant? Obviously, she's a neighbor or something?
Yeah,
You tell me.
We've been neighbors for roughly 3 years now. We get along okay. Her dog, Spokey, is a pug. And my dog, she's a Shih Tzu. Very delicate little dog. Her name is Dolly.
Okay, and tell me what happened.
So basically, Dolly and Spokey, they love to play in each other's yard. They get along pretty well. And one day, out of nowhere, I find that my dog has been impregnated. And this is just, it was crazy because my dog was in a lot of pain. I had to take her to the vet. The vet charged me a ton of money for the labor, for the shots, for the puppies. I had to bring the puppies home. I mean, I have a busy, busy schedule with work, and now I have to stay up all hours of the night because the puppies are crying.
Did you know they had been engaging in intimacy?
No, absolutely
You
not.
had no
I mean,
idea?
I knew my
You never
dog.
saw them dating, holding hands, or walking through the yard together?
I mean, they get along. I just never thought that he was going to do anything.
Really?
with
What
her.
did you think a dog is going to do with opposite sex? You put opposite sex dogs together. What do you think they're going to do? Why do you think they call some men dogs?
Good point. Good point.
All right, you give me your version of
Thank
what
you, Your Honor. Actually, like my neighbor said, we have been neighbors for 3 years. And our dogs have been playing with each other, going back and forth. There was a hole in the fence. And my neighbor pointed that out and asked me to repair the hole, which obviously I did. I put a wood plank on the hole, and I kept my dog in my backyard, and he never went to her
So,
backyard.
ma'am, you're telling me that your dog was able to do his thing through the hole on her dog?
No, Your Honor. Excuse me. Her dog trespassed on my backyard.
Oh, he got into the backyard.
Yes,
you
Your
talked
Honor.
about, I thought you said in the hole.
Through the hole, which I fixed already.
So her dog broke into the
Yes, Your Honor.
repair
Yes,
that
Your
you
Honor.
had made, broke through it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I wouldn't call it a repair, Judge.
Tell me your response to that, because she's saying she did all she should have been required to do to prevent your dog from trespassing on her lawn.
So she did a mediocre, sloppy job of taking a wooden plank and covering a hole. Didn't
Had
even
you
nail
ever
it
seen
down.
the hole?
Yeah, it's pretty big. I asked her to cover it,
Okay.
and she just laid it against the fence.
May I show you something, Your Honor?
Yes, please, Andrew.
This is the hole. That's the wood plank that I put, which kept my dog, Spokey, from passing to her side.
Shouldn't there be
but
nails on there?
obviously, it didn't keep her dog from passing to my
Ma'am,
side.
I can get through this.
Because obviously, she didn't fix her side of the fence, Your Honor.
That's true, ma'am.
All I
Won't
had
you
to do
defend-
was cover the hole with dirt because it was her fence. She's the one that has to put nails onto the little plank of wood.
Obviously, Dolly dig through the dirt.
When did you determine, when did you find it to be insufficient? You say she put this little bitty thing up there. All right, so you knew it. You knew it was a little bitty thing that wasn't going to do anything.
Judge, my little Shih Tzu Dolly is so petite. She's not like a karate
Let's go back
chop
to my
champion.
question, though. Let's go back to my question, if you don't
So-
mind. And that is, when did you notice that she had put a repair, a board up that wouldn't be sufficient. She put something up and it was totally insufficient. Any dog could go through there. When did you first see it after she made the repair? How long after?
Probably a couple weeks.
Okay.
May I add something, Your Honor?
Hold on. So a couple weeks later, after she made the repair, you saw it.
Correct.
And how long after that did your dog go through it?
Literally like a couple weeks later.
Oh, a couple weeks later. So you had 2 whole weeks to make sure your dog didn't go through it because you saw it. You saw that it was insufficient. And so you knew. Like you're saying, she should have known, you should have known. You knew too. Whatever she saw, you saw. If it was insufficient and in disrepair and this wasn't enough to do anything or to keep anybody from getting by, any dog could do that, I could do that. Well, you saw it 2 weeks before it happened.
Thank you.
You had an opportunity to both observe and repair to prevent this incident. So that was on you. You left your dog in a situation that you knew or should have known would allow your dog to escape.
Judge,
but let's see. Yes, ma'am.
There's no way that a petite dog like a Shih Tzu is going to be able to pull down that plank or remove it. She has a Pugs. Pugs are generally stronger. They're very muscular. I generally do not believe my dog.
I thought we established that your dog went over into her property.
Correct, but only
if my
because
dog was stronger, why didn't my dog trespass into her place and push the wooden plank? If my dog was stronger.
Spokey pushed the plank first, I'm sure of it, and then Dolly went through.
All right, well, let me say this. With dogs, they're considered property, so a property law applies here. And in this instance, the property was yours, and those puppies are your property. Immediately after being delivered, they were your property. It was your property that had an addition to it, if you will. So you have an additional amount of property because that Shih Tzu had children. Yes.
Judge, if I may add, she asked me to get a dog abortion. A dog abortion. What is a dog abortion? I never even heard of that term.
Not in
I'm
words.
against abortion, by the way.
Not literally. I told her it's her problem. So if she want to get rid of them,
So
it's
I
her
had
problem.
to take care of these puppies.
So the Supreme Court handles human abortions and my court handles dog abortions. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what y'all trying to tell me?
I learned something new
People
myself.
keep telling me I need to get to the Supreme Court. Now this convinced me. I'm going to take a shot at it. You ain't going to come in here talking to me about no dog abortions.
Yeah, I mean, that was a
That's an
pretty
insult.
cold statement to say. So I went ahead and I took care of these puppies. It cost me a lot of money, feeding them, getting their shots, waking up at wee hour of the night. I mean, I have a full-time job. I can't be waking up in the middle of the night dealing with this and then seeing my dog in pain. It was a lot. It was just a lot to handle.
Let me think on this now. My wife might owe me some money. We got 4 kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, right? It's definitely a lot of work.
Well,
it's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy.
It wasn't up to my dog. It wasn't up to me. Her dog trespassed into my backyard, and I did everything I can.
Any other evidence than this?
Yeah, I mean, these are the puppies. Look at these adorable puppies.
Let me sit them, please, Andy.
Just so you know, I had to give them up. I donated them. You know how hard that was for me to give up?
Hold on. Why was it hard for you to give up?
Because I got a little attached. I mean, I took care of them for 3 months, which is like 9 years in dog years.
She sold them, Your Honor.
Emotionally attached.
Sold.
So you gave them away.
I gave them away.
Like the typical
And it was
owner
so
of a dog
hard.
who gets
I
pregnant.
cried. I cried when I gave them away.
She doesn't owe you anything for your property. That dog was yours. And you put your dog in a position or allowed or failed to protect your dog from going next door and getting pregnant.
I mean, Judge, I did not fail. She failed to put the plank up correctly.
I did put the plank. I did.
I mean, all
And
you
you
did
saw
was
it.
take
You
it.
saw what she put up.
Yeah,
Remember?
it looked terrible.
2 weeks before.
It
Well,
absolutely
you
looked
should have
terrible.
corrected it. If you looked at it 2 weeks before your dog went through it, why didn't you correct it? Had you corrected what you saw was a flawed repair, you wouldn't have to wait 2 weeks and know that your dog is going to go through there. You would have known immediately. If you cared that much about Shih Tzu dog and you were so in love, why didn't you see a deficiency in that fence and say, let me fix it before my beloved dog gets over there and gets pregnant or whatever else might happen, God forbid. They get mad and get into a fight. Well, ma'am, the law is once again that pets are property. And that was your property that became impregnated by her property. And those puppies were your property, which were delivered by your property. And you have no financial obligation, ma'am. So your claim is dismissed. She has no
Thank you, Your
obligation of your property. And you saw the fence in disrepair 2 weeks before your dog escaped. That's my decision.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
Record expunged to becoming the youngest judge elected.
The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
In just 15 years. Ma'am, let me know when you want to go to rehab. Otherwise, I think you're a crackhead.
Absolutely not.
My goal is to inspire others to overcome their obstacles. You don't need him and his little raggedy roommate.
Thank you.
All while having a little fun on Mathis Court. You look like you're ready to lie right the first word out your mouth. This is Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Laura Gonzalez is suing Beatrice Manfred in the amount of $500.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding.
Ms. Gonzalez claims she attended a comedy show with her boyfriend's mother and says the defendant's obnoxious heckling got them both kicked out.
State your name.
Laura Gonzalez.
Ma'am?
Beatrice Manfred.
All right. And ma'am, you are suing Miss Manfred for $500, alleging she owes you this money for causing the two of you to be kicked out of an event.
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, start with you. Give me some background. How do you all know each other?
So she is the mother of my ex-boyfriend, my now ex-boyfriend. Okay. And I invited her to a comedy show.
How long you and him been broken up?
We've been broken up for about 4 months now.
How long did you go together?
2 years.
Oh, you were married too, right? Didn't
No,
you say
we were just dating.
Okay.
My ex-boyfriend, yes.
Dated for 2 years. Broke up 4 months ago. Okay, I guess it's still reasonable to hang out with mom. I was just wondering how long that
No. This
would
happened.
last.
Sorry, this happened when we were still dating.
Okay.
So I invited her to a comedy show while I was still dating her son.
Got it.
Yeah, we have since broken up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't clear.
And that was during that time. And what happened there?
So
what comedians were there? Do you remember?
Chelsea West, one of my favorite comedians, was headlining the show. Actually, I didn't get to see her. Unfortunately, we got kicked out before we got the chance. So.
You give me some information on your relationship with your son's ex. You all always been good friends? Give me some background.
I wouldn't say that, sir. I would say that we've never really gotten along very well. I feel like her energy was off from the beginning of the relationship, and that's okay because the feeling was somewhat mutual.
Yeah. When you say her energy was off, you got the impression she wasn't very friendly towards you or wasn't engaging and didn't have an interest in being that way?
I would say not at the respect level that I deserve.
I wasn't friendly towards you? I was the one that wasn't friendly.
Correct.
Out of both of us. Okay. Correct. No, Your Honor.
There was a lack of respect.
There you go. Now you're on to something. Give me some examples of that.
Well, there were times that my son, Jason, and Laura would go out and she wouldn't be dressed in the most appropriate manner. I would prefer someone to dress a little more ladylike when they're out with my son.
Woman. How old are you, ma'am?
I am 28.
28?
Yes, sir.
You can't tell a 28-year-old how to dress. Go ahead.
You're absolutely right. I can't, but I can certainly suggest that the breasts and the bottom and the legs.
You can't suggest nothing.
Well,
but
it's
go
my
ahead.
son, sir.
I know
It's my
mamas
son.
want to. I want to with my own daughters.
Yes.
But I have to bite my lips. I can't say a word.
Well, that I didn't do,
You
sir.
didn't do? What
That
did
I
you
didn't
do?
Well, I'm a vocal woman, and I would prefer a little more respectful appearance. That's
What
all.
did you say to who? Should have said it to your son, if anybody, but what did you say?
I've said that to him as well. But I just told her that I would like for her to dress in a little more respectful manner. But it's not just her dress, it's her mannerisms, it's the way she comes across. It's kind of everything. Sitting on my son's lap when we're having a conversation. That's
What's
not
wrong with
appropriate. In my home? Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
then his girlfriend can't sit on.
Oh, no, no.
his
They can do
lap.
that. They can do that outside of being around me. I'm the mother. There's a certain level of
Not
respect.
like a lap dance. I
No,
can
no.
understand
God
that.
forbid.
I don't want you giving no lap dance to my son on my couch while I'm there.
No, sir. God
But
forbid.
maybe sitting on the side of his leg, just one leg sitting on the side of.
That's not the way I was brought up, sir, and I would expect more.
No, I'm not going to go there about when you were brought up. I'm going to leave that alone. But just know that we're dinosaurs in relation to today's young people.
I feel like I'm a mirror, sir, and I mirror what I get. So the energy I was getting was the energy I was mirroring
You
back.
gave the energy first. You gave bad energy. Were you the first one to say something like that about your expectation of her?
Probably,
Then
yes.
your energy went down then.
And I never commented on the way you dressed.
Nor should you. I'm your
you
elder,
shouldn't,
nor
you
should
shouldn't
you. I'm
judge
your
me
elder.
for anything either. Obviously, your son didn't have a problem with it.
That may be true.
You raised him.
That may be true. That may be
What'd your son say to you? We know what she said. She
my
told
son
you
is-
all but go to hell. But what did your son say?
My son has always been extremely respectful with me and very supportive. So he agreed that that wasn't maybe the best attire that she could have worn and maybe not the best behavior in my home. And he's always apologetic and always heartfelt. He's a great boy.
No, he's always catering to you.
And you're really broken up about this, I see.
Yeah, I would say she's the main reason we broke up. You know, he was a very, very nice guy. He was
That's not
great
what I
to
heard.
me.
Better finish.
But she is the one and only reason why we broke up. I took her to that comedy show, and she made a fool of herself. She got belligerently drunk. I had spent $500 for both of us to go to this comedy show,
By
and
choice.
she got us kicked out. And she wasted my time, and she made a fool of herself and myself,
How
like I
so?
said.
What happened?
She was heckling the comedians that were putting on a show for us. This was a charity event, mind you. And yeah, she was making very inappropriate comments the whole night, screaming.
That happens at all comedy
Yeah,
shows.
I know, and there were other people, but sir, the list on the rules of the event, they said no interaction with the comedians, no heckling, and she was being flat
They
out rude.
wrote that out?
Yes, sir. I have
you have
the.
them today?
Yeah.
Let's see that, please.
I was not the
Okay.
only person heckling.
You were the only person making rude comments. No one else was making disrespectful
That's subjective
comments.
at a comedy
That's not
show,
correct.
ma'am.
We
Rude
got
comments at
kicked
a
out.
comedy show are subjective. There's no objective analysis of whether a comment by a comedian or the crowd is rude. You have comedians, particularly African-American comedians, that 90% of them use the N-word every other sentence when they're on stage. And so if that were the case, all African-Americans and white folks who are offended by hearing that will get up and walk out. Let's see. Hello, welcome to the Comedy Charity Comedy. We look forward to having some laughs. Interaction with the comedian, no heckling. That's subjective, because interaction with the comedian is welcome.
It got us kicked
So
out.
it's
sir.
subjective. Whether it's well, she didn't know. She's going by interaction. And it's subjective as to whether that interaction is heckling. What other type of interaction was it? Man, be quiet. What other type of interaction do you think they may have been talking about? Getting on stage and touching him, holding a hand, what?
She told the comedian.
No, I'm asking you.
that
Your interpretation, ma'am. You handed me this contract.
Yeah.
Let's go over it.
What
What type of interaction with the comedian you believe would be welcome?
You know, like answering their, you know, or like, I don't know, like answering,
Yeah, I
kind
know
of
you
like,
don't know.
kind
Right, that's the point. It's subjective.
Reacting to their jokes, like laughing super loud. I feel like that's interacting, or kind of giving
Laughing
their,
is interacting with a comedian. Yeah, see,
or
you're
yelling,
confused.
or yelling things at the comedian.
That's interaction, right?
But there's a difference between interaction and heckling. She told the comedian that he sucked and to get off stage. That's not nice, and that's not interacting. That's heckling.
It is
and that's why we got. That's why we got kicked
subjective,
out.
ma'am. When you talk back and when you talk back and forth, like we're doing right now, we're interacting. Now, when you're interacting on stage, you're talking back and forth. So it is very subjective what is heckling and what is just plain interacting with the comedian.
The security are the ones that kicked us out.
Yeah,
I wasn't the
they
one.
interpreted it wrong. They may have interpreted it wrong.
They heard everything she was saying,
I understand that they may have interpreted it wrong. Did the comedian say get her out of here?
I don't
Did the
recall.
comedian complain?
I don't recall.
Right. There you go. It's just a comedian. It's just a security doesn't have a sense of humor. Securities don't have a sense of humor. Police don't have a sense of humor because they have to be stiff and their mindset is law enforcement. They don't have no mindset of joking. They ain't joking with nobody in that audience. You stand up there if you want to. All right, you stand up, they might all crash you because they think you're about to do something. He's about to shoot the comedian, so let's go. And all he's trying to do is stand up and get some attention, and out loud, the security converges on them because they're anxious security. That's what I do. I do things to people. I grab people. I keep people under control. That's my mindset. But that comedian didn't say nothing. That comedian didn't say a word. And ma'am, tell me about being kicked out. What happened? What was said that the security determined they wanted to kick you out for?
You know, honestly, Judge, I'm not sure. I did heckle them. I did have comments, but so did the whole front row.
Hold on, ma'am. You heckle?
Well, I went back and forth. There was conversation, and I interacted with those comedians, correct?
Right, because
in a way
heckling,
that I felt,
says no heckling.
In a way that I felt was appropriate. Because
Telling them they suck?
Yeah, absolutely.
And to leave?
Absolutely. If you need to go back to comedy school, go
Now,
ahead and do that. I did tell them they sucked.
Did the comedian respond?
I don't recall, but it wasn't. If he
didn't respond to any of the things you were saying?
He was mostly talking to the front row. The front row was also having
he didn't
interaction.
respond to the things you were saying.
Right.
So he did not interact with you.
Right.
And you admit to heckling him. Judgment for the plaintiff, $500. She admitted to heckling. She said the comedian did not respond to anything she said, so that means there was no interaction. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $500. Stacy Brown is suing Dylan Hernandez in the amount of $3,500. Ms. Brown claims she hired Mr. Hernandez to train her Rottweiler and says the sessions were a waste of money because the dog's behavior did not improve.
State your name.
Hi, my name is Stacy Brown.
Sir?
My name is Dylan Hernandez.
All right, and Ms. Brown, you're suing Mr. Hernandez for $3,500, alleging he is a professional trainer, but did not give you standard work as
Correct.
satisfactory.
Yes, sir.
Let me hear from you.
I paid him
Where did you know him from?
I bought him. I went into a pet store and I found an advertisement for training. And I spoke to the lady at the register, and she verified that he was very good. So I went with that.
Good. And what were you looking to have done?
Oh, boy. I have a Rottweiler. His name's Tank, and I needed him to...
How old is the Rottweiler?
He's 5 years old now.
5 years old?
He's 5 now. You know, he was tearing things up in the house, wouldn't listen to me anymore, and I had to do something, you know?
Okay.
I didn't want to get rid of him, so I went to the training idea.
Give me some background on your work, sir.
So I've been a dog trainer all my life, professionally for the last 3 years. My father was actually a dog trainer himself.
$3,500 was to be for what?
For a 6-week program. I trained a dog 4 days a week. We trained for 8 hours. On the 4th day.
4 days a week for 8 hours?
So 3 days.
So full time, how much you pay that dog? Hope you paying the minimum wage. 4 days a week, 8 hours a day.
So 3 days are 8 weeks, and then on Sundays we do a consultation with my former client, and we discuss how the dog is doing, kind of like a progress report.
I would be confident in that if he told me that. Is that what he shared with you, and what did happen?
In the beginning, that's what he told me as well, and we went along with that, but I didn't see much progress after the 3rd week. When I would go to pick the dog up at his facility, he was great. We would leave and go home, nothing.
Her goal was to have the dog continue learning the basic commands, which are, to stand, to sit, roll over, come here, and then she would provide positive reinforcement with the dog by awarding him with his dinner and treats. And I noticed that in the login in the Excel spreadsheet, she was missing certain days of training.
Give me specifically. You have to give me some specifics that you expected and was not delivered.
The dog had no difference in his obedience from the time I started him there to when the 6 weeks were up.
That's hard to believe.
Only when I was at his facility.
Seriously, did you turn the dog against her?
Your Honor, I tried my best to
Did you tell the dog something back about it to make the dog turn the dog on?
I did not, Your Honor.
I've got video.
This doesn't make sense.
I've got all kinds of evidence if you're interested.
Yes, I am. What do you have there that you can bring? You can.
Would you like to?
Yes, please.
I've put in a video and a couple pictures.
Oh, great.
Whatever.
Great. Yes, I want it all. What's this?
That is the schedule that we go over.
All right. I want to see what she's supposed to do at home. Did you give her something in writing?
Yes, it is right here. The one that says Thursday and Friday.
Right.
Those are the ones that she's supposed to do.
Oh, please. You know this woman don't have time for all this. Did you read this before agreeing that you know you didn't have time for this?
No, I didn't read that before.
Huh?
I did not read. I did not read that before.
This is a lot of work. You're probably right. She didn't do it at home. This is a lot of work, sir. You're supposed to do this work. Stand to sit, roll over, come here, positive reinforcement dinner. Now you got a cooking dinner. Pre-test, training again, drop it, leave it, catch it, positive reinforcement with another dinner. You made your dog fat, your dog fatter than
No wonder he can't do it.
Pardon?
No wonder he can't do any of those things.
Yeah, right. He ain't gonna be able to jump as much as you tell her to feed him dinner. 1, 2, these are 5 dinners in one day. All right, $1,750 is your judgment. I'm going to give you half because I believe you contributed to that failure. And on the other hand, sir, you turned the dog against his mom, so I don't play that. Have a good day.
All rise. Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,750.
Well, I hope we both have learned something through this.
You know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You had your day in court. Step this way, please.
Call me old.
Jocelyn Wright is suing Jerome Jennings in the amount of $1,500. Ms. Wright claims the defendant posted a video online that accused her of spreading an STD and says it cost her her job as a youth pastor.
State your name.
Your Honor, my name is Jocelyn Wright.
Sir?
Your Honor, my name is Jerome Jennings.
All righty, ma'am. You're suing the defendant for $1,500, alleging you lost your church stipend over a prank video that went viral, I guess you're saying he published. Start with you. Give me some background.
Yes, Your Honor. I do Christian church motivational videos on my IG, Praise Jocelyn. I'm also a youth pastor. Now, during the time that I do Instagram, I do a daily podcast, daily motivational videos. I reach out to JJ right here.
Where'd you know him
I'm
from?
sorry, my bad, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Let me get to him then. Let me hear from you, sir. Give me some background.
So I'm a YouTuber. I post prank videos. I was brought to the attention of her videos because she was liking some of my posts, and that prompted me to approach her for a collaboration.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, he's lying.
Church lady. That's not true. You tell me about how you became associated with him and what agreement you all made regarding this video.
I liked some of his videos, some of his content. He reached out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was surprised. He's verified. He has over 500,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, great. You know, we're doing a collaboration. I'm looking for more followers. He has the audience, the youth. And I was like, okay, great. Let's just do a collab video. It was to prank a guy that I used to like.
Your Honor.
Well, hold on. Church lady don't sound like she's telling the truth.
I'm trying to make the guy.
What was who came up with the idea?
JJ's idea.
And what was his idea?
His idea was to get a guy that I used to like, get him jealous.
Herpes had nothing to do with the planned video.
Actually, it did, because...
You told me it didn't. You said it wasn't true when he kept saying that. And I said, not the church lady Herper. No, that's not true, Your Honor. You a lying church lady. You're going to go to hell. You're going to have to pray for forgiveness before you walk out of here. That was such a big lie. You subject to get struck by lightning. Get my son from over there, son. Come stand there. Come here. I'm a church lady. I church. I praise the Lord every day. I do it here. I get on my knees. Every day I do motivational video so I can save lives. I'm the youth pastor, but I'll lie in a minute. You should have left that part off, because you certainly said it had nothing to do with herpes. And then when I came back to you, I said, it have anything to do with herpes? No, it had to do with making my boyfriend jealous or my ex jealous. Okay, it had nothing to do. Well, yeah, it had a little to do with herpes. So what does it have to do with what we're talking about? We're talking about what you did do. That's what you're suing about. So how does he owe you for what you all did together?
So with that video being posted, I lost my boyfriend, I lost my job, I'm unemployed, I had to get counseling. I lost my position as a youth police.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, church lady. You should have.
And
if your job was to give a positive influence among young people at the church, you should have stepped down from that position. That certainly isn't anything positive, discussing getting herpes among unmarried couple. You're advocating, or at least complicit in sex before marriage. What is that called, y'all? Fornication. I got church ladies out there. They know what it's called. And secondly, ma'am, you admit, like once again, at the end of the lie, you finally admitted, yes, you agreed to participate in a prank that involved you giving herpes to a man. You admitted that. Now, because you didn't like the style or the way it was portrayed or whatever, you want to sue him. No, you should have never agreed to do a prank video like that at all. $1,500 is denied. Your case is dismissed. Have a good day.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
I got over 500,000 followers. The way I see it, I'm making this girl famous.
He's an arrogant jerk. Really? Look at how you dress.
Dylan Phillips is suing Nyla Lewis in the amount of $5,000. Mr. Phillips claims his ex-girlfriend intentionally injured him during an intimate moment between them and says he shouldn't be the one to pay for his medical bills.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. May all be seated. Judge, both litigants have been sworn in.
What?
Both litigants have been sworn in.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at this case. Is this true? Sir, you are suing your ex-girlfriend for the cost of penile surgery.
Yes, sir, I am.
Saying she was too rough doing intimacy.
That's correct. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And it caused fracture.
It did. And pain.
Right. I forgot to even ask y'all name. Did I ask their name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Dylan Phillips.
Poor thing. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Nyla Lewis.
Give me some background first on your relationship, sir.
Well, we originally met in college. We went to Santa Monica College, and we wasn't really together in college. You know, we met up later afterwards. We ran into each other at a concert, and you know, we kind of rekindled and we started talking. We was together for about 5 years, and you know, during that time, we was together, but she wanted to get married, and I wasn't really ready to get married at that time. And
5 years, man. That's about the limit.
You let him know, man.
That's about the string out limit. After 5 years, it becomes stringing out.
Well, I mean, we was together for 5 years.
That don't have nothing to do with it.
It wasn't after 5. She wanted to get married after 5 days. So, like, I'm saying, like, it wasn't just 5 years. So, you know, I was still out, you know, having a little bit of fun, so to speak.
All right, at least you were honest with her.
Mm-mm.
And
it wasn't?
Nah, that's not what it was, but...
You tell me about the relationship. He's slow speaking. He must be nervous. You don't do nothing to him here. And maybe you think you need to get over that
This
shit.
is the first time I've seen her.
I don't blame you. That got to hurt.
It's pain. It's pain. You have never experienced such pain.
I don't want to either.
You don't.
I don't want to hear no more about that. I don't want to hear no more about that.
Listen, tell that to my heart, though.
I need some ice, let alone you. All right, so you tell me about the relationship, ma'am.
All right, so me and Dylan were together for about 5 years. Like he said, he's been cheating on me since day one, honestly. In my opinion, I feel like I caught him 5 months in our relationship, and I stayed. But that was my fault.
It wasn't even, I'm sorry. It was only 5 months. I don't know if you all had already made an exclusive.
This man was telling me he loved me already.
Or did he tell you you were exclusive?
If you're telling me you love me, we more than exclusive. You need to put a ring on.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Who says that?
People who are in love and cheat.
Exactly.
People who are in love and see other women.
You're right.
If you haven't had that discussion, then no, I'm sorry, I used the wrong term. He's not cheating. He loves you and he's seeing other women, unless he tells you we are exclusive.
Add the fact that we weren't
or
yet
implied
intimate.
At least. Pardon?
And so add the fact we weren't yet intimate at this time. That took almost 7 or 8 months. So, yeah.
Okay, but he knew from the moment we met that I'm taking things slow because I came from a strict background, and I'm scared. I'm a little scared, I ain't gonna lie, but he continued the relationship and we spent 5 years together
How was
it? How was it?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, we here, right? We in here.
What does that mean?
It wasn't great. It wasn't the best relationship, but I loved him. He took care of me emotionally. He cared for my goals. He was a good man, other than the cheating.
How many times did you catch him cheating?
That we know of, that he knows that I know of. 5 times on the book, but off the record, I know about like 10 times.
In 5 years?
Yeah.
10 different women?
Well, 10 times
10
he...
instances. A year he would mess around, or he would cheat on you.
That I know of. It wasn't even twice a year. Maybe it was every other weekend.
No, you just gave a number.
But it was,
you were very clear about the number you gave.
The man
what are you
was
talking
cheating
about
on me
every other
since-
weekend? You said 10 times that you
I know of.
Right, that's 5 years. That's twice a year. Now anything you know of still doesn't
Listen, I ain't
equal
no
every other week.
mathematician, but
so
this
how
man
can
was
you say every
cheating.
other week? Where do you get that from?
Listen.
How you go from 10 times in 5 years to every other week? Got it. You just discredited yourself. Tell me why you're suing her. What happened?
She's a great person. I mean,
I know.
I support her dreams and everything. Like, I love, just being around her. But, like, in the bed, the intimacy just wasn't, it wasn't the 4th of July, So I had
That's a good one.
I had to go other places to get that. But like I said, we wasn't, in the beginning, we wasn't even having sex. So...
Yeah, it was unreasonable to think that you would meet her and only for the first 8 months don't even know her, don't have sex with you, and don't have sex with anyone. That was unreasonable, man.
Exactly. So, we went through that same song and dance of once we finally did start having sex, like it just wasn't, that great. So she just got really possessive and clingy, and then that's when the marriage talk came and this and that. And I'm like, just calm down. And she got really possessed. She started going through my phone, with my social media, all my pictures and everything. And
you gave me the passwords.
That doesn't mean you have to go through my stuff. I mean, that's called trust.
Weekend, like I said, I'm going to check your phone.
Go ahead, sir.
From that point, like we broke up. Now,
When
after
was
we
that?
break up,
When was that?
this the first time.
What year?
It was still within the first year.
Okay.
So this probably was 11,
Got it.
almost a whole
First year.
But the thing is, like I said, the bedroom wasn't so good. But when we got back together, the makeup.
You keep saying that.
great.
Now let me just stop you, man, because I'm not going to let you keep saying that. You couldn't make it happen? If it ain't no good, all you got to do, you should have been able to teach her a couple of tricks to make it right.
She's not that receptive.
You didn't know how to. You didn't know how to
I
teach.
sent her videos. I sent her a book. We watched movies. I said, hey, I like that. You want to try? She like, just no, I don't want to do it. Like, she just shut down every time.
That
So it's
ain't
like,
how you do it. That's not how you treat. That's not how you teach new tricks. You know, point it out on TV or something. You're talking about a video information tape. No, you move why in the midst of your intimacy, that's when you suggest these new things that you think will enhance it. Not reading it out of a book. See here, baby. See how they flipped and on the left hand he put his
little bit
right
confusing.
on. No, you're in the midst of your intimacy.
I mean,
you say, baby, why don't you do this?
Judge, normally it's terrible. When we break up and make up, it's great. So it's in there. She knows how to do it. She wants to do it.
Okay.
For some reason, she just doesn't do it normally. And I'm just like, what's
You
going on?
don't know why?
Yes.
You don't know why? The first, you just go right into it. There's no getting slowly. I'm a woman. You got to take time with me. And you know that. I said that multiple times. Have you ever? Do you listen?
Quick draw, McGraw.
What? Like,
Well, I mean,
what, I'm going to read an artifact?
but what are we arguing about? You stayed, so obviously it was,
you're right.
you know, you got shot quick and it was
I'm not
okay.
there no more, though.
Well,
I got smarter.
That's why we're
I
here.
got smarter, right? Look
no,
at me now.
actually you didn't.
I did, obviously, because I ain't with you.
Oh, yeah, because of what you did. Judge.
Broke that thing. Go ahead. Let me hear what happened. Let me hear what happened.
I'm pretty sure it ain't never going to work the same. Okay.
So I don't
make
know-
sure they gonna never go
I'm pretty
work.
sure it ain't.
I don't know what got
ever
into
work the
her,
same.
but after we, broke up, made up a few times, we finally had a talk and say, hey, either we're gonna do this or we're not, and we decided to do it. So we got serious. Now, when we got serious, everything just went back to being boring and boring and boring. So
It's called routine. It's called a life. It's called being an adult. Who got time to be playing and
it's called
partying
being
all the
boring.
time?
I don't know what got into her, but one day she came and she looked different, like totally different. I'm talking about her hair was different, her whole swag was different, she walked different, she talked different. It was like a totally different person.
All right.
She planned a date.
Good.
We went out to the club, we had drinks, she was dancing sexily on me. It was like,
Doing
man,
her best.
Yes,
Mhm.
doing we had drinks, we went home, and it's like she was role playing, and the role just kept continuing. And we got in the bedroom. Now this time, it was definitely the 4th of July. I mean, it was great. It was going wonderfully, and she just kept getting more and more rough. And I was like, ease up
Getting
a little
rough.
bit. Yeah, rough. But I mean, at first I liked it, but it just got a little belligerent.
See, now
So,
I'm confused. I thought he liked it.
Pardon me?
I said now I'm confused because I thought he liked that.
He did say that. He
Well,
said it was fireworks.
Yes, I did like it until I didn't. What happened was, I told her to ease up, and she said, you liked it when Keisha was doing it.
He did.
And I'm like, what
Who
do you mean?
was Keisha?
His best friend.
You were cheating with Keisha?
I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, it's everything.
The point is,
it's everything.
Well,
you got something to do with that thing being broke.
I mean, but she wouldn't have known that if she wouldn't have been in my phone. So, like, that's an invasion of privacy. So, that's kind of like, how you gonna?
We throw out cases when there's illegal arrest, illegal search and seizure. When it comes to the court, you throw the case out.
Exactly.
So you illegally searched and seized him, so you have no case against him.
Pretty much. And
don't try to use my stuff. Go ahead. She got too rough. You told her to slow it down. She did not. And you were injured. That's what you're saying?
Yes, I felt a sharp pain, and I heard a noise. It sounded like your knuckle cracking.
Oh,
and,
excuse me.
And Judge,
take your time, man.
Man,
don't say it too quick.
He said it. I felt it.
I know it. Me too.
But see, I'm reliving this now. So imagine the pain that I'm going through, on top of the fact that this is the first time I've seen her since then. So just seeing her brings back those feelings and that
pain.
Emotional trauma. Like, oh my God, it's terrible.
So, ma'am, you were intentionally trying to hurt him during the course of intercourse because of Keisha, because of his cheating?
No, I was actually taking tips from her book. You know.
How you know what she was doing?
Well, I seen the video. That's how I know.
You made a video? With you and a woman?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
You're a bigger fool than I thought you were.
Well.
So tell me what happened once you felt that sharp pain.
I asked her for help. She said, no, that's what you get. She showed no regard for my pain, and she pretty much just got up and left. I mean, I had to crawl to the kitchen, get some ice, ice myself.
Right. You're winning me over now. It was wrong, but I like that about you.
I mean,
go ahead.
It wasn't intentional.
So I had to call my sister to take me to the emergency room. And when I went to the emergency room,
Keisha? Well,
it might have been Keisha. Who
was the repair process?
I have the
bill.
The bill right here.
Let me have it,
I
please.
even have an X-ray if you would like to see it.
No. Let me see your X-ray.
X-ray's right on top. So.
No, the X-ray is on top.
Don't look
you
too
show
hard.
me the other part. Oh, that's your job. You a jokester. I didn't make sure. Total of $6,000. They took out some from that your insurance paid. Ma'am, he's proven that he was certainly injured and had to be treated, and you're admitting that you intended to do it because he was cheating with Keisha.
I never said I intended to do it. I said it happened, but I didn't stay.
Why you mention Keisha's name?
Because Keisha was my teacher. I had to take a little, a little note at her book. Her little book.
Did it intentionally. I believe you did it intentionally.
I would never hurt him because I was in love with him.
Yes, you would. I'm going to just grant you your judgment today, but you better be careful, young lady, although I like what you did. But you need to be careful. I like it, and it's funny because you're totally repaired now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is he?
Great
in
back.
good shape now?
Salute. Yes, indeed.
All right.
I don't know about all that, but.
All right. Judgment for the plaintiff. Good luck to you both.
All rise.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $5,000.
I don't know you a dime, but it is what it is. I hope it never worked the same again. But
well, it will. It does. And thank
Mathis Court with Judge Mathis.
Marshall Johnson is suing Eliza Ashwood in the amount of $9,050. Mr. Johnson claims his now ex-girlfriend is to blame for him getting fired and says it all started because she took his phone charger without permission.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. May all be seated. Judge, both litigants have been sworn in.
Thank you. State your name.
Marshall Johnson, Your Honor.
Ma'am.
Eliza Ashwood, sir.
All right, and sir, you're suing the defendant, your ex-girlfriend, for $9,050 for behavior that led to your car being towed and being fired from your job?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Let's start with you.
It was a good 4 or 5 months, and, I had invited her to my place. She started spending the night consistently, and that's when behaviors of just disrespecting boundaries kind of started creeping in.
Like what?
Well, I'm very particular about my stuff, all right? She would try and help out, and her intentions were good, but I never asked her to do things like cleaning dishes, for example, all right? I have a cast iron set, very particular way to clean these things. You can't just let them drip dry, right? They rust and you lose the seasoning. Things like that, where I'm very particular about my place, and each place has a home, and each place has a particular way to care for it. And I had.
You saying inside of one household, you have a place for different things that must be located there.
That's correct.
Like, give me some examples.
I have my straight razor, okay? That needs to be stored outside of the bathroom because the humidity of the shower can rust the blade, okay? I keep that outside of the restroom where it can be safe. Things like food storage, all right? I have things in the fridge.
I got news for you. You better keep that straight razor inside that bathroom hidden. The way you talking about this woman. Go ahead. You definitely don't need that laying around, Doc.
No.
Go ahead, though.
Just
What
not
else?
use it. Food storage, I have things arranged in the fridge in a particular way.
Yeah, you got a disorder. Go ahead, tell me. Go ahead, keep going.
No, I'm just saying you have to have the expiration, like they're arranged by expiration date, so you don't take something from the back of the fridge and use it.
You didn't ask for him to go to counseling?
We tried.
Can I say one thing?
Yes. You do that too?
No, I do have a razor that's dull, because I keep it in the bathroom, and I got a bunch of expired food in my refrigerator because I can never locate it. So I'm listening right now, and I'm taking notes.
Or you move in with him. Go ahead, because you know better. You give me some background on this guy.
Listen, it's fine to be organized. It's fine to have your stuff, but I would try to help him, and then he wouldn't give me constructive ways to do it right. I guess I just get yelled at.
No, I don't need your help. I didn't ask you to do it. It's fine. You don't need to do it.
I didn't interrupt you when you were talking. Can I please speak?
Everything in your refrigerator is lined up by date.
And color.
What does the color do?
Well, just quickly grab it. It's like, hey, orange cheese. Hey,
Both y'all gonna have a disorder. You gonna have one in a minute. No one has ever told you might have some issues?
No, I've been told that. Yeah, it's come up. All I'm saying is that she would choose to come over to my place, and if you're at my place, I feel like if you're in anyone's place, you should respect their rules and their boundaries for their place.
But this is your woman. This isn't just somebody coming to your place. She might, if she's your wife, is that you're gonna, and fiance, perhaps, a week before the wedding. Not your wife, because that's a different status. If she's your fiance, or a night before you propose to her, how about that? Is you gonna look at it as like that as well? That she's somebody that's in your house that has to respect the way I do things, even though she's gonna be in your house forever, you would hope. And forever would start the next day. So whatever she's doing the day before, it should be all right for the rest of your life.
And I think dating is an experiment to see if that works. All right, and
Makes sense.
Clearly it didn't work out.
You make a good point there, man. What do you say? How did things fall apart? We're gonna get into the car shortly, but
100%.
How did things fall apart with the relationship?
He would make excuses such as it's too long of a drive or it's too far away from work. But he expected me to compromise every single time. His house is far from my job.
He never mentioned that it was in disorder or that when he's there, he's irritated by
He's
what
never
he
been
sees.
to my apartment.
Lost wages.
So he can't even say what he doesn't like because he's never been there.
No, on our first date, he found out I had roommates, and then he refused to ever come over because he didn't want to interact with my roommates.
How many roommates?
2.
How many bedrooms?
3.
Why didn't you ever go to hers? Just curious.
Because the roommates, it's weird. You walk in and it's like, hi, I'm her date, and it's just like someone's on the couch.
And you have your own place.
Why not?
I'm with him, man. You got your own place. Why you want to go where there's 3 people? Unless y'all got some activities going on that might attract his attention. But other than that, why would he do that? When you should want to go over there. You get more privacy with him.
I was totally okay with going over to his house. I really was. But then things became really toxic, and he expected me to abide by all of his rules and the way that he wanted everything done. And honestly, it got to the point where I just felt like I was his dog. I didn't feel like his girlfriend. I just felt like his dog.
All right. So, sir?
Yes, sir.
I think you were being unreasonable, but let's get to the behavior. I'm sorry. Let's get to the car and the things that led to you leaving, being fired from your job.
All right. Street parking. Love it. All right. Nobody parks on the street because street cleaning is at 7 a.m.
Hand me the folder.
Okay. All right. Street cleaning is at 7 a.m. No one's on the street, okay? It's easy to park at night because I'm up by 5:30 anyways. I leave well before the street cleaning comes. I'm out of there on my way to work.
Go ahead, what else?
I have a pretty old phone, okay? It doesn't have the best battery, but it works.
I still got a flip phone because I'm cheap.
Why change it?
Thank you.
You know, it works. So the battery's not the best, but I compensate for that by keeping it plugged in every night when I use my white noise app. The downside of the app is it's very draining. It drains your battery pretty harshly, okay? That's why I leave it plugged in every night, and she knows this. She knows if I'm going to bed, don't touch the charger. And what happened was the next day I woke up, the sun was out. The sun shouldn't be out if I wake up because I need to be out there by 6:30, all right? Turns out it's 9 a.m., so not only have I gotten a ticket on my car for the street cleaning, but it's been towed and impounded, okay? And so now I've got to order a ride to work. All right, and then by the time I get there, I've missed like...
Hold on, and is you saying that that's her fault because she pulled your battery charger out?
And Your Honor, may I add there is a street in the back behind his apartment that you can park that's not a tow-away zone. I park there all the time and no one gets towed.
Yeah, but he had no reason to park in the no tow-away zone because his assumption is that he would be treated as typically is the case and that you all would behave as customary. Now I want to hear about how you got fired. You done messed the man's money up too.
8 weeks of unemployment. 8 weeks I was looking for a job, all right? In the folder, I have a receipt of all my biweekly checks, all right? I'd be paid on a biweekly basis. You can see how much I got. And for 8 weeks, that totals up to about $8,400, all right? That's the premise of this lawsuit, is for lost wages, for the car that was towed, and for the ticket.
You got fired for 1 day of messing up?
No, he had another instance, sir.
Oh, this is because it was told and you didn't have it to use for that week?
No.
What am I missing?
It was like a strike two. I had missed work before this.
And you missed work this day. She said you didn't. Did you miss work the day that your car was towed?
Yes, that day I missed. Well, I got in late and I missed the meeting. I got into work, but by the time I got to work, I had missed a very important meeting.
Was it towed or not?
It was towed, Your Honor.
And you're blaming her for your car being towed because your alarm didn't go off. That's the essence of what you're saying. Your alarm didn't go off, and it's her fault that your alarm didn't go off. So since your alarm didn't go off, she owes you a car, she owes you a job. What else does she owe you?
No, that's it. That's it. The payment for the car, the tow, lost wages. That's all. I'm not asking for anything else. I'm not even asking for how much it took to
What do you say to this, ma'am? There's a clear law about it, but what do you say to this?
Honestly, Your Honor, he's suing me because I broke up with him and he wants revenge.
Why'd you break up with him? Because of the disorder or what I presume is a disorder?
The way he spoke to me was borderline violent. The morning that he missed his job, I woke up with him standing over me and screaming in my face, and I was genuinely concerned for my safety.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything. It's not like I ever touched her or anything like that.
You don't have to do anything to inflict emotional distress. The law is what occurs for a breach is that it has to be a direct result of her actions. This was not a direct result. You losing your job was not a direct result of her getting your battery charger. You losing and your car being towed is not a direct result of her using your battery charger. Therefore, I'm dismissing your claim. Have a good day.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed. In the amount of $1,200. Mr. West claims his girlfriend cheated on him with her roommate and says Miss Black refuses to return the promised ring he gave her now that they're no longer together.
State your name.
Hi, I'm Marshall West.
Ma'am?
Natalie Black.
All right, Mr. West, you're suing Natalie for $1,200, saying she's cheated on you and she refuses to return the promise ring. That correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Give me some background.
Yeah, we met in 3rd grade in West Virginia, in elementary school, actually. And I've always known a crush on her because the other girls seemed very just I guess, not my type. She's a Christian conservative like myself.
And you tell me about your faith. You there as well?
Yes, we grew up together in the same neighborhood. We've both been Presbyterian our whole lives. Both our parents raised us.
How old are you?
We're both 20. We go to USC, and we're both going into our junior year. Very exciting. We traveled all the way here to go to college together because we've been together, and we couldn't imagine not being together anymore.
Oh, no. When they talk like that, Doc, when in 3 years they doing everything.
I agree.
Y'all gonna snap. Y'all gonna be wild kids in a minute at some point in your life, and I would have hoped you'd done it already, because you're getting college where you're at now. You're gonna see a lot of wild stuff, and at some point you're gonna give in.
Coming up.
She told
the sewer.
She cheated on me with her roommate.
Not this pure woman from Presbyterian in West Virginia. Not her. You kidding?
Apparently she's bisexual.
It is all a misunderstanding. At the beginning of our sophomore year, we wanted to get engaged, but an engagement ring was really expensive.
I want to hear about you and this woman.
So he gave me his grandmother's ring as a promise ring, and I accepted, and we decided that, you know, when we can afford it, after college, we're going to get engaged. Meanwhile, I had
Is that considered the engagement ring? Do you all both consider that? Because I understand, what'd you call it? Friend ring?
It's a promise ring.
Yeah, a promise ring.
It's kind of like a pre-proposal.
Is not the same as an engagement ring. Am I correct?
Yes, that's
all right,
correct.
Go ahead.
So while this was happening, I have a roommate named Whitney, and the three of us, we were friends.
Yeah.
And we would hang out. And then second semester this year, he went abroad to study in Spain for business, which I'm really proud of him for. And then it was just me and my roommate. And, you know, things started off really great. We were still friends. Even the three of us, we would talk. And then things, you know, started to get different. She one night came home pretty drunk, and then she asked me how many guys I had ever kissed before, and I said, of course, only Marshall.
I hope.
And then she started to say that guys kind of prefer if you have kissed multiple people. And that, you know, it was better to have more experience. And when Whitney suggested that we practice kissing and that I imagine it was Marshall, I said, okay.
That's what she told you.
So we did that a few times, and honestly, I felt more confident and ready for Marshall coming home.
How did he find out?
She texted him, apparently.
So I got your woman.
She told him that she was in love with me, which was news to me. She never told me that. I certainly have never had any feelings for her whatsoever.
How will Judge Mathis rule?
Get to the money. It was a gift. The gift was completed. You can only take back a promise of a gift. And marriage is a conditional gift. It's an engagement ring. It's a promise that we're going to get married. But if we don't, we give the ring back. In this case, that's why I was asking you, was it a promise ring? And what is a promise ring? And you said it was a complete ring. It had nothing to do with the engagement. Therefore, you would only be entitled if you were engaged and you broke off the engagement. Have a good day. Claim dismissed.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
Actually, now I'm thinking that I do love you, and it's not like you're with another guy, so you can't really compete with that, but
And
I do
Whitney's
love
gone. I blocked her. We're not...
Jacob Marius is suing Ronald and Joyce Pruitt in the amount of $13,750. Mr. Marius claims the married couple played him for a fool and says the Pruitts manipulated his emotions so he would invest in their business.
All right. You all are suing the defendants for $13,750, sir. You are claiming you were manipulated into funding their business. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Start with you.
Well, I'm suing my ex-friends, Ron and Joyce, because they manipulated me. They took emotional, they took advantage of me emotionally, and it's led to a lot of trauma that I have not been able to process or get past. Like Ron was...
What did they do? They go to psychologists now? You on meds? Well, what trauma did they cause you? That's where I'm going now, because that's most important to me.
Well,
what happened?
When I moved to Houston, Ron was my first friend that I met, and like we started playing tennis together, and then he introduced me to Joyce right away after that. And so then that began, we were friends.
Joyce is your wife, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Well, Mrs. Pruitt.
There you go.
She entered into a sexual relationship with me.
Oh.
That turns
no
out.
wonder you said Joyce.
He was
I'm sorry. You used to saying that name. Ma'am, is this true? Let's start there first.
Yes, it's true, but it didn't start like, you know, we met and started having relations. We started working out together a lot because Ronald had a knee issue, so I stepped in as the tennis partner. Jacob and I spent a lot of time together. I'm very business oriented. I had a business degree and my kids were grown. I wanted to start a business, and Jacob was really cool. I was pitching him my ideas, showing him my business plan. We set up a website. He was very interested and volunteered to
Okay, and I
invest.
don't know what you're referring to in terms of business, so maybe he could tell me more because he's suing you, and he would have the knowledge that I would either rely on or reject.
Well, she had been going on about this business idea, and she said she had some equipment that she needed to show me. So I go to the house, we park, and she's on me before I even get up the driveway. He was out of town, and she was telling me it was a total secret, that we had to be very careful around Ron, and I was being careful around him. We started carrying on. It was really intense, and we just sort of had this, you know, super connection. And so it was about 2 or 3 weeks, about a month or so later, whenever like she started in with her business idea. Like she had this big idea about her, like she wanted to rent sports equipment and she needed money. And so it started with that. Like she figured out that she needed $6,000 to get started.
To do what, sir?
She said she needed $6,000 to get started.
What type of business?
She's starting some sort of like sports rental business.
Okay, and it was supposed to be a gift, or was she supposed to return it?
Well, we didn't really get into it all the time. It was a sort of an investment, but in a way
no, you have to discuss it if it is investment. We didn't get into it all the time about it. Get into it one time. Was it a loan? Was it an investment? Or was it a gift?
It was a gift, Your Honor.
There you go. Go ahead.
She set up like a website. She got a logo, you know, done.
I needed a location. I needed a vertical
How often
store.
were you all seeing each other?
About once a week or
a few times a week.
Few times a week.
Yeah, he enjoyed coming over for tea. And playing tennis.
And you enjoyed having him there by the end of the day, by the end of that tea.
But it was
yes, she
it just was for my satisfaction.
Why are you humiliating your husband like this?
It's not. It's consensual between my husband and I. We have this agreement.
Oh, you don't mind men coming over in your bed? So hold on, ma'am. You just said what you do with men is consensual with your husband. So let me ask your husband, do you allow men to come to your home and sleep in the bed with your wife? Your wife says it's consensual. I'm asking you.
We have a consensual relationship. Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You will allow men to come sleep in your bed with your wife. Got it.
Well, it was on the pool table.
I understand.
Well,
go ahead.
It's true we started on the pool table, but why would he have even known that? Like, Joyce was telling me that this was between us. And
No, they've been discussing it, and it's consensual. Maybe they sit up and she tell the stories, and he enjoys hearing the stories. Who knows? With Judge Mathis.
Mathis Court is back with a case of Jacob Marius, who is suing Ronald and Joyce Pruitt for emotional distress.
First it was $6,000. The next was how much?
Well, she started saying that she needed more
so
money.
I can get you freaks out of here. What?
She said she needed another $6,000 because she wanted to set up a storefront, that it had to be a physical location. And there was a place for lease. I drove past, I gave her the extra $6,000. I've got where I sent her the money.
Please, Andrew.
Here's where I sent her the first $6,000. And then there's
everything was fine with you until you saw that text. Just emotional ridiculousness.
Well, we were going on for like 9 months of this, and we were keeping it quiet from Ron.
So far, the first $6,000 for the sports rental, what month and year?
That was, I believe, in August of 22.
All right, and the next one was a $6,000 as well?
That was in August, so as soon as I came up with the $6,000, she started down my way.
Did you give her any more money? I need to know that first.
I didn't give her the money, but I've incurred money because of their behavior. My therapy bills come to $13.70.
What did she do to your therapy? What did she do to your mind? She blew your mind?
Exactly.
She blew your mind? You should stop going over there if you couldn't handle it, Doc. You should say, ooh, that's too much for me. She too high-powered. I like the freak, but that's some high-powered freaking. I can't keep up with that. You don't keep going when you get turned out the first time. You say it's too much. Nobody taught you that, and that's what happened to you, isn't it?
Well, we had made love upstairs.
He keeps calling it love, sir.
It was love for him.
I guess it was.
Yeah.
To them,
you see, he turned out, sir. He's lost his mind by his own admission. He's suing her because he lost his mind when she gave him loving. So, yeah, he was in love if he lost his mind. And you stayed with him, now you got to go to the psych man.
Oh, well.
To the psych doctor.
We were making love, and she got up after we were finished, and she got up.
I don't even get turned out by the stories. No. You're going to have me looking over there. Oh, yeah, woo.
But
just tell me a little bit now.
Well, she's in the shower, and so so she's making some noise. She's singing in there, and I hear her phone ding. Like her phone goes off on the nightstand, and I look over, and it lights up, and there's a text from Ron that he texted over that I have right here.
Read it to me.
It says, it's from Ron with a heart. And it says, when you two are done, let me know. I want to come inside and give you a kiss. Is what he was saying to her.
All right. What else you want me to know, sir?
Well,
let's get back to the money, man.
When I saw this, I took a picture of it with my phone.
He shouldn't be in my phone. That's just
Let's
so
see it, please, Andrew.
Insecure and invasion of privacy.
You don't want me to look at it?
No, I'm just saying he shouldn't have looked at my phone.
I'm just saying, if you're requesting
that's the least of my worries at this point.
You wanted me to look at everything else.
Ron, when you are done, let me know.
Well, I'm sure you had a good time too.
Yeah, whatever the case, sir. What y'all doing is not against the law.
Well, our marriage is much stronger now. It's all good, and we have a growing business, and everything was great.
Thanks to me, you have a growing business,
yes.
And he was part of it.
Let's get to the money you want. So you want the other $7,000 because of the psych job she did on you?
Well, I deserve money for my therapist bills.
You be at the psych doctor for how much?
$13.70.
No, mercy. But you said 6 of it was a gift. So let's get to that part.
Can't
take a gift back, sir.
She was leading me on and telling me that this was, she was emotionally manipulating me the whole time. She was
misrepresenting the intent of which she was going to spend the money on, perhaps? Or did you spend it on the business, man?
I absolutely spent it on the business. I purchased the equipment to start the business. But people to go buy golf clubs, they're $2,000 sometimes. So we bought like a few sets so people can rent them from us, like starting tennis rackets until they've we bought all sizes, shapes.
And unless you can prove otherwise, sir, a gift is just that. You can't take a gift back. You can't enforce a promise of a gift. You can enforce a promise of a contract, but you can't enforce a promise of a gift. And so you have completed this gift. And so you certainly can't take it back. She owned that money time you put it in her hands. Didn't owe you a dime back. It was hers. So, and this emotional distress that you walked into, can't nobody help it because you get turned out. If everybody if all the men that get turned out want to come to court and sue the woman, the courts will be lined around the corner. Now you've learned the lesson. Don't go back to no woman who gives you too much that you can take on the first time. All right?
I won't, Your Honor.
All right, because when she leaves, be going just where you went, to the psych doctor. Blow your mind. All right. She blew his mind a long time ago. That's why he's going for anything, whatever it is. Maybe you want to see somebody else? Fine, as long as you blow my mind when it's time. So your case is dismissed.
Judge Mathis has ruled in favor of the co-defendants. The plaintiff's case has been dismissed.
Any last remarks for each other?